got all the Pete's just like he does the Kenworths. It's just
I'll have to download them.
Yeah.
Cause like he does make pretty good shit. Like there's no lie about that. But it's,
and he upped it. You remember one of your complaints about the Kenworths and the ones we have is the gauge is not working. They work.
Yep. No fucking way.
Yeah.
Did he update the interior on those too?
I'm pretty sure. Like it looks cleaner. Like all the gauges have textures and they move. Oh, you mean the
word?
Yep. It's in every single one.
Son of a gun.
Because I was like, all right, maybe it's just in the Peterbilt. And I bought a T800, and sure enough, that one's the Peterbilt is off to the right hand side, like where the GPS system is in ATS. Yeah. That's where it's at. But in the Kenworth, it's right in your face. Like it's right, it's right there on the visor, and it's kind of like
what?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. I don't know if he'll like give us a version without it to using like the server or something, but
yeah.
I'll
put it over on the glove box. We can turn the cameras. Like
yeah.
I will still support you, but not see that.
Yeah, no, still great mod. Love it to death. But I kind of can't put that in there and still make money off the video.
Yeah.
If it was one video,
but
if it was one video, I'd bite the bullet. But you know, every weekend would be demonetized.
Yeah, no, that wouldn't be good.
Because I don't mind pissing the people off. Like it doesn't bother me. My whole issue is the whole demonetization, and I know those two. As soon as someone sees it and goes back and says I put it in the video, they're gonna flag my video.
Yep. 100.
Oh, jeez. All right. That's good to go. Exit out of that. Exit out of that. And then we got to pick up some rocks here. I thought I already finished this. But oh no, because he didn't finish he didn't finish plowing this field. What? Well, hello? Why is this not picking up? Cause I want it that way. Tell me why ain't nothing but heartache. Tell me why. We need to get PJs on board, but if the rumors are true, Backstreet Boys and NSYNC are doing a stadium tour together. We all need to meet up and go to the concert. Get PJs on board.
I'm sure it wouldn't take much.
Oh, he'd probably be the easiest one to go. What am I talking about? We need to get you and JT on board.
There you go.
He's already got his tickets pre-purchased. He was like, I was going anyway.
He's like, oh, that you fools anyways. So.
I've been standing in line for the last week and a half to get him. What are you talking about? What's up, Terry? How are you?
Drink too.
I Why is that way? Tell me why he. That's done. Well, I should say this part's done. We still have all that left of the field to do. I guess technically when I get to this end of this row, I could get the planter going. What'd I plant down here? It's corn, right? Yeah. So we're going to do this field in corn too. We're going to have corn for days. Corn, corn, corn. Ask me about my corn. Boom, if you don't get that joke, she's too young for you, bro. Something Something takes a part of me. You and I were. How bad is my line? I'm pretty sure it's pretty bad. I keep going in the dang truck. I want the tractor. I want the tractor. Whee! What the heck's he got over here? You know what? We need to do, because if not, he's gonna run into that fence and he's gonna run into every last little thing out here. So we need to do our inroads here. So we will do our stones first, and then we'll go get the seed tender. We are elimination. We are. Oh God. Oh God. I looked down on my phone for 2 minutes and look what happens. It's why you don't text and drive, kids. What's up, Charlie boy? How are you, sir? Charlie boy. Oh boy. Hi boy. Hey girl. Epic. This is Abrac. Bow, 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 bow. There is something always going on. Skirt. Picking up stones. Picking up stones. Oh, I missed some. Why is it as soon as he came back? It's conspiracy. Oh, hey, you weren't, hey, you weren't here last week. Someone said something about, FDIC. Is that supposed to be coming up?
Yeah, usually it's in April.
They were wondering if they would bump into you, and I said, I don't think you've gone the past few years.
Yeah, I haven't done. It's, 27th of 9.
There you go. I don't know who, I don't even remember the name.
Maybe 20. Okay, 24th through the 29th. Sorry. We talked about it at work. I don't know. I want to go again because I haven't been in a while.
Yeah, I'd like to go one year.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
I told them, I think, because Ocean City has one, and I said that it's not as big,
Yeah.
but I want to get down there this year because it seems they have like a huge parade, like where because it's the Maryland State Fire Convention, and they have trucks from all around Maryland that come in the parade, and it's like an hour long of nothing but fire trucks. So I was like, the past 2 years I wanted to go, and something always comes up. Like my wife had to have surgery last year, or was it the year before, or something. So I was like, darn. So hopefully this year I'm gonna go get that, record it, and then they have the truck set up at the convention center and all that.
Right.
Delaware, has one that used to be in Dover at the slots, but now it's up north somewhere in like a high school. So that tells you how big it is. But Pennsylvania's is apparently pretty big too. So
I don't know.
Yeah, the one in Harris, I don't think it's as big as, I think FDIC is like the big.
Yeah,
big,
it's the main.
Big.
Like, we get people from like Europe and all that.
Yeah, I think it's like the San Diego Comic-Con of fire conventions, but still, Maryland or Pennsylvania is up in Harrisburg. I think it's like up there, not as big, but big. Everybody come down and ride. What's up, Dylan? How are you, man? Here's another question for you. Why does it take so long for a truck to be put in service?
Oh, they don't have their new tanker going?
No, it's been in town for at least the last video I got of 52 going out, it was in town. It's sitting in the fire station. I've seen it. They were walking around it.
It's up to the department or the state itself, because when we get ours, we transfer all the equipment over and it's in service. It's either the department waiting on something or the state.
Well, we've had 3 or 4 tanker calls, and 52 still going out.
So,
Unless they're just going to use 52 up until they sell it, because it's for sale.
Mm.
So unless they're going to use it until sell, because it's saying that paper said beginning of May or mid-May when they'll start using their new tanker, or when their new tanker arrives. But it's been there since the beginning of April, so.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I'd see the Department of the State saying something, but I doubt the state would.
Well, do you have to run yours, like, yours through inspection, like Indiana inspection?
And it gets inspected before it leaves there.
Like, so you don't have to, like, take it through every so often for state. Here they do. I've seen them do it. They'll take you right through the inspection lanes. So I don't know if that's a thing.
Could be. Could be. That's what they're waiting on. Like the, where was it built at again?
Pierce built it.
Oh, so yeah, they do their own testing of the pumps and everything. But quality assurance test. There we go. That's what I wanted to find there.
Quality assurance. Nice, Dylan. Yeah, I would like to go up there to it one year. So what that day I got the video of 52, they had a call for a outside fire in Denton, which is just across the Maryland state line. And I was like, oh, that means tanker's going. So I was like, maybe because the day before I seen it sitting there in the station, they had it door open and sitting in there. I was like, oh, maybe I'll get a video of the new tanker going out. 52 coming. I mean, I'd rather get 52 anyway, but I was like, oh, new tanker. Nope. Just a sexy bitch.
That's kind of weird.
And like it's going out 2 or 3 more times since then. So.
Hey, they must be waiting for something. Cause unless they do, well, no, because you said it's been there since the beginning of April.
It's been some, yeah. So what? Hold on, what? I can tell you where the first time I've seen it. Hold on. Been there since the 4th. So 11 days now.
It's that idea, yeah. I don't know.
At least since the 4th. They could have been there longer because, like I said, the 4th was the first day I saw it. They had the door open. They were sitting in. It was sitting in there. Because at first I thought it was 54. And then I looked over and saw 54's bay open, and 54 sitting there, and they have the identical front bumpers. I was like, oh, a new one's in town. And then next day, fire alarm went out there. They're out there because it's weird though, because they had the rescue pulled out in front of the building, like where you couldn't see it from the road, and then they had an Explorer backed in next to it, and the fire chief and one of the other, I think it was the assistant chief, they were walking around it, seen them both, and that's when 52 was going out.
Huh. Oh, that's loud. I'll say it. When we get a new truck, when we got the new engine, pumper tanker, everybody had to be trained on how to use that pump before they were allowed to take it out. But see it taking that long.
I could see that, but here it would be only be the engineers that would have to be trained, because the other guys don't touch the pump.
Oh, then yeah, I don't. Right, and it's I don't know.
There, you guys are pretty much whoever jumps in the truck first goes.
Yeah.
See, this is why you need to move here, be a part of the department, so you let me know when they're training. Because I missed. They had controlled burn the other day that I missed because I didn't know about it. That way, like, you can tell me when these things are going to happen, so I can go get pictures of it.
Oh, we're doing one Tuesday, so come on down.
Yeah, sure. Let me just hop in my space shuttle and just do hyperspeed over there.
I don't need to do it's Sunday.
Oh wait, it's Saturday, isn't it?
Yeah. It's...
Why was I thinking it was like I don't know. My days are all. The kids haven't been in school all week. My days are all off. I forgot Thursday was Thursday. I was sitting there and it was like I didn't even see that you messaged me, PJs. And I was like, it was like 9:05. It was like, oh shit, it's Thursday. I went, ran, jumped in the shower. I was like, hopefully I can get out by the time he messaged me. And by the time I got out and messaged him, he was like, oh, I've already switched to ATS. I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah, my days flow together. I thought it was Monday already again. Just still working 10+ hour days.
What working means staying at the edge of the video or edge of the field taking a video of the sprayer. WSG. What's WSG mean?
That one was taking it 5:30 Monday.
Oh, this Monday? I was sleeping for once at 5:30 in the morning.
Oh no, it wasn't in the morning. It was in the evening.
Oh, at night.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a 12-hour day, and then Thursday was an 11.
Wish I could work.
Friday might have been a 12. Yeah,
Why
Friday.
is it quotations? That's messed up.
12. Today was 10. Making hella money though.
Yeah, I know. Like I'm sitting there thinking that they Indeed messaged me again. It's like, we saw your profile and think you'd be interested in this being a grain elevator operator. I was like, well, if Tyler can do it, his goofy ass can do it.
Yeah.
Maybe I can. They want past experience. I don't know why it says past experience. I don't have that in my profile.
Probably because you looked at it though.
And Dee was like, "Hey, you do good this job because you got a high school diploma."
Yeah.
I was like, "Is that all it takes?"
Might as well reach out and be like, "Yo, I don't have past experience, but I see you're still looking."
Yeah, you don't have to worry about me having car troubles or anything either, because I live literally right behind you guys.
Yeah, there you
I can walk to work. I can ride my bicycle. I can even ride a scooter.
Walks on over.
Buy the seed trailer again.
Oh, you had one.
I sold it because I thought we were getting rid of it and I was going to use something else, but didn't work.
Well, I know. I bought a tractor and planter, and then I realized why we don't use those tractors, and I was really disappointed.
What tractors?
Oh, the R series, because I put like the crop row spacers on, and I was like, yeah, that's pretty good. And then I realized why, because you can't open the covers, and it doesn't. I was like, ah.
Wait, I thought the update fixed that.
Oh. When did you update it?
Oh, maybe I didn't put that one in.
Gee, fucking...
I mean, I can put it in with the Peterbilts and we just say, oh, it means they're cigarettes in Britain.
I'm down, we're down. That's what do, wasn't it?
That's what they call cigarettes in Britain, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so maybe we can make that pass. I mean, if YouTube, starts asking, we just have to put our best British accents on. Oh, it's Tuesday, isn't it?
Tuesday.
Oh, he's definitely British. We'll let him pass. All right.
That Mac has to do with that trailer.
It does. This Mac looks great.
Bust a left. Oh, you could have came down the lane. Oh, you gotta seat. Never mind. Yeah. Alright.
She confused me, made me run across the road.
I was plowing dumb, man.
But the only problem is the newer Macs, the logo I have doesn't show up on there. I don't know why.
Which problem?
The newer Macs don't have, like the newer buy style Macs, I should say. Yeah. They don't have the logo on it.
Oh, logo.
The logo, the Outcast Farms logo that I put on.
Oh, well, neither would the Peterbilt.
Well, no, I can put that on. That's not hard. I'm talking about it's in the actual file for the Mac, because this Mac has it on the door, but for some reason,
I see what you're trying to. All right.
It doesn't show up on the newer ones, like the newer buy style ones.
Weird.
Yeah. What's up, Jesse? How are you, man?
You're trying to figure out what I could use a Peterbilt.
I mean, 389 and 379 is pretty normal.
I feel pretty good. Well, I mean, is that what I got too?
That that too, but you can always just throw a Peterbilt in there somewhere.
Yeah.
Couple, we have truck farms.
Brandon's
not here now, so we can have the truck farm.
Well, we told him as soon as this split farming thing happened. What is it called? What is the different? People are on different farms. We told him he can do whatever the hell he wanted.
Yeah, and then he got bored.
Then got bored and left and never came back.
This is exactly what happened. Like, he was playing, and then they were constantly fighting, and then maybe he just misses the fighting.
Maybe.
Because as soon as we gave him his own farms, that he can do whatever he wanted.
He got bored of it.
He's like, well, now I'm bored because I can't antagonize people by doing stuff that they don't want me to do. He could have a truck henge out there if he wanted to.
Yeah. I guess I can go sell his stuff then, huh?
I've been saying something the past few weeks about doing that, and just like splitting the money with Tony, but Tony doesn't come in anymore.
Well, didn't he say you don't have the mods?
Oh, did he?
I'm pretty sure that's what you said.
Oh.
Did you not send them?
No. Whoops.
Fucking.
This is why you don't message me while I'm streaming, because I will forget. I'm pretty sure he sent me a message in the middle of the stream.
That's it, man.
And then I read it, and I was like, I'll do it in the morning, and I completely forgot.
I never did it, because he flipped. Yeah. I could use a nap, though. Oh my. Whoa. Yeah, he hasn't been in since you put the new mats, because he doesn't have his mat yet. What
Evening, gents.
Hello.
Oh, good evening, sir. So, PJs.
Oh.
Yes.
The rumor is Backstreet Boys NSYNC Stadium Tour coming soon.
JT won't do it. Oh. And by that I mean Justin Timberlake.
Oh, I was like, oh no. Kubota, how are you?
No, he's not in a boy band, I don't think. Unless that's where he's darting off to these days.
Oh no, we had this conversation earlier. We were like, I was like, we all need to like meet up and go to it. And then I was like, we just gotta get PJs on board. I was like, never mind. He'd probably be the first one on board. It's JT and Tyler we have to get on board.
Yeah, it's like I'd be sitting in the parking lot waiting for you guys.
That's what I was saying.
I was saying you already got the tickets pre-purchased.
Oh,
yeah, with like a split T-shirt. You know, half the T-shirts one band, half the T-shirts the other.
Like your
with face painted and all that stuff.
The mom at the Super Bowl.
Yeah, exactly.
Shit.
The
what are we gonna
boys
plant here?
Corn.
Oh, is it gonna be corn?
Yeah, you usually do it cotton. I just figured we'd do corn this whole time right now.
It's corn.
Yeah, PJ's actually likes harvesting the corn, so.
Corn.
When I don't get yelled at, yes.
Gotta learn how to fucking harvest corn, man.
Not our problem. You've hung out with long enough. You should know how to harvest this freaking corn right there, bud. Oh, Kubota, I don't know if I said that or not.
Listen, that policy went into effect when I was not around.
Yeah, but it's always been a thing. Like, come on now.
Yeah, we were getting yelled at.
Concentric circles.
We get yelled at how to do that, like long before you even came along. So, like,
yeah, Feenix can figure it out. You sure shit can. Come on now.
Yeah, well, I'm kind of scarred for as many.
I'm kind of scarred. I got the PTSDs.
Yeah.
Jeez.
If I see someone go the wrong way, my eye starts twitching. That's the wrong way. You're supposed to open the field first.
That's all right. That's good to know.
Do your end rows. Once you do your end rows, you pick your middle or think where your middle's at. Go up and down with it. That way your grain cart can be beside you, because corn yields more.
Yeah.
Else.
But what if the middle line that you do is crooked?
Well, if it's crooked, you can adjust it as you go.
Okay.
You learn as you go. Sometimes you lead, sometimes you follow.
What am I planting? What am I doing here?
I don't know. I filled up the planter and you jumped in my tractor and went, so I'm sitting in my Mac.
I don't want this.
No, too late now. No,
I want an actual tractor.
Too late now. The actual tractor, that would pull your tractor backwards and then some, fool.
No.
Why? What are you doing here? What is this?
Go back. Do your up downs. Do your side to sides. You're doing your up downs now. You can do your side to sides when you get done. And then once you go all side to side,
some bullshit
down yonder, you'll have to do your up downs over there. Then you can do your side to sides completely, and then you'll be done. You're all right.
You messed it up, and then I was like, I don't want to do this no more.
I don't
want to do this no more. I'm gonna need you to get out of the car and spread your butt cheeks. We sat down, and I think for the first time ever, well, no, I'm pretty sure I've done it when it was live PD, but we sat down and watched On Patrol live.
Oh, yeah?
What?
Yeah, that's what we did last night.
Damn. Is it even better when it's live?
No, because the commercials are longer.
I have it timed out, so it's actually 4 minutes and 30 seconds.
Well, yeah, because they messed it up the one.
My wife's
tweet.
Oh
yeah.
Did get liked by On Patrol Live. She.
I was thinking like that's the only advantage. Like that would be the only reason that I'd watch live is to like follow along on Twitter to see what people say.
Well, she responded. Someone we used to work with Walmart and said that you know we were watching because we had never watched it live because I'm usually streaming, and like I don't even think she mentioned them at all. I'm not 100% certain, and they liked it. So they keep track of that shit.
That community is like they're pretty hardcore.
Yeah.
Like I'm pretty sure it's like no tweet goes unnoticed to some capacity.
Yeah, even like reels because they're like they're posting their people tweeting about their advertisers. It's like what? The commercials during
is just, like smitten.
The commercials during it is so freaking weird.
Oh,
like
they're terrible.
The one for poof that's spelled POOPH.
Yep. Poof
it's
is
a
pretty
low
bad.
budget thing. Like the only thing that's holding them on.
You got your copper tone. I mean, not copper tone. Was it copper?
So the copper sleeve thing.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Had, what was the other one? The one that the one actually cracked me up. The one with the dog food.
Oh yeah.
You seen that one?
Mhm.
So it's food that you feed your dog. It's dog food. She gets kicked out. He's
It's like the
dinner
same
with the dog.
Same like 10 commercials because then there's like the Go Low or whatever the diet one is.
Yeah. And the Rob Lowe with the strawberry shortcake.
Yep. But it's like their commercials are just like what you'd see for infomercials at 2 a.m. on other channels. It's awesome. But it's like streaming to like, or like, I don't know, probably like a few million people watching it in prime time. Love it.
The poop one is so overdone.
Yeah.
Excuse me, poop. I thought the first time I seen it, I thought he said poop. Poop it. I was like, what?
Well, he reminds me of like the slap chop guy or whatever it was.
I thought it was like a parody commercial because it was so outrageous. He's like, "You just poof it," and he like shoves stuff in people's faces. Yeah. I was like, if that dude did to me, I'm laying him out.
Because like just jams up in the lady's face. She's like, it smells like piss.
Yeah, he's like, that's pure ammonia.
Yeah, yeah. It's like that's actually chloroform.
Perfect time to pitch my pillow. You're gonna fall over here soon.
That's the commercial right after.
Yeah, it's the guy with the My Pillow, and he's just sitting on the ground waiting for it to fall over. Yeah. Wearing like a Hugh Hefner robe.
Yeah, just like pillow under each arm.
Oh God. Did you watch last night?
No, not yet. I saved them for during the work week. Gives me something to do while I'm at work.
Do.
Oh, God. The guy with the peanut butter, you'll find out.
All right.
The cop just really wanted to know about that peanut butter.
Some of the cops on there are weird.
Yeah. No, my favorite one is the weirdest of them all. Richie Marr from Daytona Beach.
Daytona? Yeah, he's a strange cat.
I love that guy. He is so hilarious. Yeah, no, he's hilarious. Like, he had some good lines on this last night.
And then the other guy in Daytona, he's got this, like that weird sniffing problem, where he's just constantly just like. It's like, okay. He was one that was like making fun of the guy who got locked in the CVS.
Yeah. He thought that was the great. I've heard about this all the time. I've never seen it. I gotta figure out a way to get it. He's like grabbing stuff, saying, "No, that's not a bad idea." And then he sees the cart return. He's like, "Oh yeah, perfect."
Yeah, standing up on the rail, and he's like, "Look, there he is!"
Like a zoo animal. Oh my god!
Look at that guy! Look at how stupid that guy is.
Yeah, exactly. They had a field day with it because the one guy was like, they had another call. He was like, "You think we can go to it? I mean, he's not going anywhere. We always come back."
Yeah. Did you see? What was it? I think last week. I think it was Volusia County where the minivan got locked into the storage units. Like the gate closed and after hours.
Oh, that was Wilkes-Barre, wasn't it?
Was it? Oh, okay.
It might have been Volusia County.
I don't know. I don't know, but they climbed in there. They fixed it, and then the people waiting in the van just didn't say anything to them, just drove off.
Yeah.
And he's just like, "You're welcome."
Because the one gets in there, and the cop's like, "What are you doing? What are you doing, man? What are you doing?" "Oh, I'm going to override it." He's in there following the box.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, the more I go back and watch them, because we've been going back to now we're caught up and watching previous weeks. Wilkes-Barre, man, Wilkes-Barre.
Wilkes-Barre's a pretty shit area. No offense to anyone that lives there, but wow.
They got a lot of horrendous crime. Yeah, the 3 guys that got shot.
Yeah.
What the hell?
There's a lot of violent crime there. Not just domestics. It's violent crime.
Yeah, the
and there's some trashy people there too.
Yeah, the very few I've been watching, there's been a stabbing. There's been at least 2 shootings. There's been
there's always shots
overdose
fired.
where someone got tossed.
Oh yeah. Threw him out the front door.
Threw him out on the front porch and left.
And then yeah.
What the hell, man?
And then was it also Wilkes-Barre where they've been to that apartment, one apartment twice.
Oh, it's Toledo, isn't it?
They've been it's Toledo.
Like the one where they got called out there and then they were dealing with someone in the parking lot, got called right back in.
Yeah, yeah, because there was a gun in the car.
Yeah.
Yeah. But they had been to that place twice already on the show, since they started at Toledo, and it's
well, the crazy part is
there's some white trash there.
The crazy part is the guy that was in the car with the gun lives in that apartment. Right, he's the grandson of the. I was like, what the hell, man?
He was the one that had the issues the first time.
Yeah.
Where I get he was either allegedly running around outside naked.
Yeah, they thought he was running around naked.
Yeah.
Oh, there he is. No, that's not him. That's his friend. Are you sure? Yeah, he's not naked.
Just living in that apartment with them.
I mean, how many people lived there? Because you had that one. There was
5.
There was an older dude. There was 2 younger guys, and there was 2 older females plus the grandmother. It's just good lord.
So one of the females, the one that they were telling her to leave, she doesn't live there.
Yeah, but still, you got.
But yeah, there's 5 people that live in there, and it's not a very big apartment.
The doors are right next to it, so that apartment can't be that big.
No, it's probably a 2-bedroom.
Yeah, because
maybe
the doors are right next to each other.
Yeah.
Yeah, as the cops they're can you tell them to give Grandma her phone? If Grandma wants her phone, she'll ask for her phone.
Hey,
come on,
Grandma,
get out.
Do you know how to get your phone if you need it? She's yeah. It's okay, well, I don't know why you're so bent out of shape about her phone.
Oh, God. Still my favorite one is where the guy was driving drunk, and his wife switches him seats right in front of the cop at the stoplight.
Oh, and it wasn't even like in the car, like one goes over, one goes under. It was like get out of the car, walk around behind it at the red light.
Stumbles, almost falls over in front of the cop.
Yeah. It's like, I was driving the whole time. It's like, what? No, you weren't. It was literally right behind you when you did that.
Yeah. He was like, why'd you two switch? Oh, because when we left the restaurant, he had too many, so I decided to drive home. He's like, no, you switched seats right in front of me. She's like, no, I drove home. I
don't know what you're talking about.
The cop's like, I don't know if you're trying to confuse me or what, but it's not working. I saw you two switch. You switched right at the red light in front of me.
Yeah, that was pretty bad. Or the guy that, when, I forget where it was, but he gets pulled over and the cop walks up to him and is asking him a question, and he's going to go back and run his information, but then the guy farts and he just goes, "Ooh, sorry."
I like that guy too. He was like, "Ooh, I farted." He goes, "What?" That's the first time someone said that to me in all the years I've been policing. Which the guy looks like he's like fresh out of high school.
Yeah.
But he's like, all the years I've been doing this, you're the first person to say that to me. He's sitting there, he's like, "Oh man, I smell it. I'm gonna go back here."
I think that was Richland County.
No, that was Berkeley.
It was Berkeley. One of the same thing.
Because that guy, that's the guy with the canine. I like.
Oh yeah. Do you want me to, like, lease a planter or something?
Yeah, if you want. Yeah, but get this plant done quicker.
Yeah, because I don't have much going on in the grape fields.
Yeah, I think it's all we got to do now is plant. So, you want to lease one or even buy one? We got plenty of money.
Oh damn!
Spend it all.
All right. Do you do the multi-fruit one or just the regular one?
Yeah, multi-fruit will let you plant on anything.
Okay.
Whereas the regular one just limits you to the one that's on there. So I'm thinking about what we're going to do is do 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and then...
Simmer down. Hold on. What?
12, 13, 14, 15, 16. That whole block over there. Soybeans. Same with 8, 10, and 11. 23 and 24. And 25. And then 28, 27, 28, 29, 30. Just do like wheat or something for straw.
I like it.
Because you said you want to do more soybeans, so...
Yeah, I like it.
That whole block will be soybeans except for 27, 28 and up.
Who's for me? Roger that.
To be honest, here in PA, if I ever hear something about a shooting or stabbing in either Wilkes-Barre, Philly, Harrisburg, or York, I'm never shocked. Yeah. I can get, like, Philly. Like, that's And even
if I had a working
Harrisburg.
tractor, I'd help.
I didn't know York and Wilkes-Barre was that bad, though. You can get a tractor.
Nope.
Well, now you're just
Don't work with the planter.
Yeah, it does. Oh,
it does not work with the planter.
It doesn't open the flaps, that's right.
Yes.
The seed flaps.
Correct.
That's lame.
Oh, my tractor doesn't do that either, that's right. Damn it. It's like hauling over there to pick it up. In my tractor. That's not going to work.
Does it work with the in-game planner? Like, surely it can't be just the because this is the in-game planner, just with multi-fruit. Because I don't see that being overlooked as a mod.
I don't know. I feel like when this first came out, we found a few things. That one's 17.8. That one's 18.2. But this one looks cooler. Does that come with options?
Like,
oh, but that's got.
When you think big cities, you think Pittsburgh, Philadelphia. I didn't know Wilkes-Barre, but Wilkes-Barre is like up there by New York,
well, damn it.
So it's.
I like my tractor. I don't want to sell it, but I guess I probably should, because.
Well,
it's like the only thing I use this for, really.
Don't sell it, because I might update it. See if I'll test to see if the update works first before I update it. But I think there's an update out for that tractor.
Okay, well, that works. In the meantime, yo necesito un tractor.
Piece it. See what?
Yo necesito.
Yeah, one of these and lease it.
Will this JCB do it?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sure it will.
The one that's on the rock collector?
I'm pretty sure it will. I'm not 100% certain. I'm pretty sure it will.
Well, we'll find out.
I mean, either it could or it won't. It's
right. Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. We might as well just find out.
Either way, I'm gonna be right.
Where did you let there? Where we go?
I'm pretty sure this is the same exact thing he sent us, but I'll download it anyway to see if it is. Someone posted the Peterbilt POS on ModHub.
Huh?
POS made by AJ the Deer. This mod deserves no credit to him, as this shish was ripped and pretty bad. Luckily he had JDL to help him on them, but still ass mod. All he does is leak and cry like a sad bitch he is.
Oh my.
Wow. The comments crack me up though.
That's really not nice.
If you don't like the mod, then don't post it. Along with that, don't download it and talk shit about it on a different post. How about you make a few mods yourself and show your name to it? Someone says, looks like the only one crying like a bitch is the person that uploaded it.
Huh?
He doesn't... There's no pictures of the interior, though.
Yeah.
So, I'm pretty sure the same way, but I downloaded it just to check.
Do you?
Either way.
No way.
Yeah way?
No way.
Yeah.
The in-game one don't open either.
Wow.
So it must be that tractor pack. Yeah.
Gotta be the tractor. What is the button to open the things?
Same button as always.
Well, I use the controller, so.
Oh yeah, right, we're not controller nerds here.
Yeah, we don't.
Yeah, I know.
Controller.
Works for the JCB.
There you go, then.
Yeah, so it's gotta be the That
Trader.
John Deere, which is from Custom Mod, so it's shocking that that's the issue.
I
think it's from Custom Mod anyway.
Weird.
John Deere.
All right. Turn. And
so that 15, 6, 14, 15, 13, 14, 15, 16, and 12. What are those ones?
12, 13, 14, 15, 16 are all soybean.
Yeah. All right.
Everything below, above what I'm doing, and below 28, 27, that's all soybean.
Below 28, 27. Okay.
Yeah. So the fields that aren't planted yet are in the process of being planted are all soybean except for 27, 28, 29, 30.
Okay. All right. Just need to get a little fill going.
Yeah, all the stuff's over here. Field.
Which field?
7-6.
10-4. Heading on over there.
Roger that. Yeah, the 8R series, right? It's from Custom Mod.
It doesn't say who it's.
I'm pretty sure that's the only 8R
But yeah, we have a whole ass
series.
pack, like 8R XRTs, the newer 8Rs and the older 8Rs. Oh, and the 9s actually. Actually, I have 2 packs. I don't know how that happened. Not sure if that's. But we have pack.
We do have 2 packs, don't we?
Yeah. I wonder if that's part of it.
Oh no, one's the older style, one's the newer style that you like. I like the older style, you'd like the newer style.
No. Don't look at what you're looking. Look at when you do large tractors. You scroll a little bit.
Large tractors.
Okay, so there's the new stuff, but then the other pack has old stuff and new stuff, so it's duplicating.
Oh.
Yeah. You need to figure out what the fuck's going on there. Take out that first pack, I guess. Need new and old and new. Back here. Does both.
So is the first pack's the newer one, right?
I have. Oh, you mean yeah. You can get rid of
2020, right?
Yeah.
So it's 20...
Oh yeah, it doesn't have the years for the other one. Yeah, that stuff can go. Because the other pack already has it. I feel like that other. Unless options, I haven't even looked.
So so which one's not working? The one with the 2020 or the regular 8R?
Oh, I haven't tried the one that's 2020. Give me a.
I've been to York, PA before. That's where the Harley Davidson motorcycle tour is. Do you really make the planter yellow?
He does some.
I
wouldn't even question.
Using the John Deere, so I was doing some John Deere colors. It's John Deere yellow, allegedly, according to the planter.
Yeah, but you messed it up. Like their planters aren't.
Yeah, John Deere planters are green.
I know. I was just going with the alternate colors. Damn.
What? Later than shit.
I know it looks really ugly, right?
As long as you know, that's all that matters.
Yeah. Yeah, well aware.
Alright, let's try this out. So I just leased one from the 2020 pack. Oh. Alright. Well. That one open. That's also a different planner. Did one.
So
I got excited. Well, hold on. Simmer down.
Simmer down now.
What do you have? Yeah, that.
How's it going for you? Pretty good, Brad. Brad, you ran off last time before you could tell us the update of what's going on with the property. You said something about the Mennonites coming looking at it, but you never updated us what was going on. What's up, Chad? Chad the lad? I missed your comment. Wow, hold up. Yeah, a lot of like Bentley Romero's comment didn't show up. Sorry about that, Chad. I didn't miss you. It's your comment didn't show. I guess that's why it looked like no one was talking for a really long time.
Huh. Alright.
It works?
Yep.
Well, there you go. Unless you want to order John Deere, then, you know.
I think that's maybe what I was trying to do the whole time. I just, no, well, it is what it is.
Does it just work on the different John Deere?
It works on the 2020s. Now, I gotta ask myself, do I want this one, or do I want the X for the RT?
It got sold to...
So many decisions.
Local guy? Oh, okay. Did it get what was asked, or lower?
How do you know if it's the 2020? That's a stupid question.
At the bottom, it will say the mod pack it's part of, and it will say 2020. 8R 2020 or something like that.
Oh, gotcha.
Why is your stream...
Why is my stream what?
For me, it was buffering for a long...
Oh. Oh, no.
Weird.
I'm not losing any frames on my end. Is anyone else having buffering issues? Because if it is, if it's on my end, I'm not seeing it. Do.
I see what you did there. See, alright, so what you could say is you went with the color scheme to match the JCB, because that would make more sense.
The yellows don't match. The yellows don't match. The yellows don't match.
I know the yellows don't match. They don't match. I know, but that's what he could repaint it to JCB yellow. It would actually look pretty cool.
I could. It didn't, but...
You gonna refill, or do I need to move you out of the way? Alright, you hesitated, so I'm moving you out of the way.
I was waiting for assistance, and I was just checking out the John Deere. So. Okay.
Do you need my assistance? They're coming out with a new movie.
No, they're not.
Yeah, they're not a Super Troopers movie.
Oh.
It's a Quasi, making fun of Quasimodo movie.
Yeah.
It looks like it's going to be hilarious.
Oh, I forget. Is this an automatic unload or do I have to press a button?
It's automatic. You just gotta wiggle the
Yeah,
trailer.
that's what I thought.
Yeah, help a brother out.
Come on.
And he put green rims on it.
Yep. Yep. Not very green at all. There we go.
Set it and forget it.
Yeah, okay. I'm owning up to it. I told you I know that it wasn't good looking, all right?
Yeah, it's pretty ugly.
But
Yeah, I know. All right.
But here's the thing. You know that, you saw that, and you still bought it like that.
I was just trying to be different, and then as soon as I saw it in the parking lot, I regretted the decision, okay?
right, but then why not change it to JCB colors and then that'd be pretty unique.
Because I just commit to it. And I also, at the time of purchasing it, I didn't know, or I forgot that the other John Deere didn't work with it, all right?
Okay. Oh, that's right, I'm leasing all this stuff. Alright, well, I'll play with it and see how it goes, and if I like it, I'll buy it, and if not, I'll do the RX.
There we go. Yeah, but you thought you were gonna get like 700, so to get 810, that's not bad. It's 110 over what you thought you were gonna get. So,
Well,
it's not 850. It's more than what you thought you were gonna get. So that's a plus, right? You are.
Oh, I was on mute.
The one
Oh, I need the fertilizers. That's at the where you pick up equipment, right?
the tanker trailer.
Ah, shit, right. It's right there.
Yeah.
God, what an idiot.
That's what I said, right there. The trailer. It's over there by where we drop our green at the silo, so you were wrong anyway.
Yeah, no, yeah. I mean, that's about right. And par for the course.
Traffic collision at Bally's Casino in Dover. Not at the racetrack. At the casino. Bum, bum. If he changes the paint, it's not gonna reset the fill on the cedar, is it?
shouldn't.
Okay.
Shouldn't. I'm doing it anyways.
I just saw him pulling in the shot. I was like, wait a minute. If he
anyways.
that, is it gonna empty it out? I'm gonna have to come over and refill him again.
Shouldn't. Sure they fixed that.
Son yeah.
I hear you.
Hey, we're playing.
Getting her done, getting her done. Here we are, halfway through the month. We're supposed to be moved out by the end of the month and still have not gotten any information about moving.
Good job.
I love this place. I don't know if I told you that or not. Communications, such good. Much wow. I just realized we were already halfway through the month. Holy crap. Shit. The 3-year-old is a fussball? I thought you were saying something about foosball there for a second. And I was like, your 3-year-old plays foosball? What's up, Steve? How you doing, man? That'd be pretty epic. Epic!
That's hired help you got work.
Yeah, he's keeping my line straight.
Yeah.
Because somebody, I won't mention any names, complains about my lines when I don't use hired help to plant. So this is like my GPS system.
They have that.
Yeah, exactly. Wait, they have it in game?
Not in game. Mod.
Does it work in multiplayer? Because if so...
No idea. It's always been like a big single player deal.
Yeah, I saw the irrigation things.
Yeah.
I was scrolling through and I saw it, and then like it was like in the afternoon, and later that night I'm on Facebook again and I check my notifications and you tag me in it. Yeah. Like, so you like the same time you tagged me in it, I was probably looking at it, which is really weird. So I was looking, I was like, oh, please say those work, and they're gonna be released. And then
I was reading some
like
of the
6 hours later.
Too.
Oh, I didn't read the comments.
Yeah, some dude was saying they're gonna be junk or whatever. It's like, how do you even?
Probably because every other irrigation system we've had has been junk so far.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone's really figured it out, other than that guy who did the one where you had to like log out and log back in.
Yeah, he figured it out. It was. Having his stuff. What was that? 11?
I want to say it was 13.
Could have been
15. Because I didn't play much of 11.
Okay. So yeah, 13. Because I remember being early.
I mean, essentially what they could do is, now that we have mobile, because then we didn't have mobile workshops like we do now. So essentially what they could do the same technology, and then you just you move it, and then instead of having to log out and log back in, you just go to the shop and flip a option to where it expands. That would be one way to do it. I don't know how well it would work, but same concept.
Well, they know either.
I'm too sore to play the foosball. Foosball was the devil's game. Oh. Boy, oh boy, how are my animals doing? They're full. They're full.
We get everything. I'll have to slow down a little bit. Oh, skip to next. Slow down a little bit and focus.
What?
After we get everything planted.
Yeah.
We'll skip to next month.
Yeah.
Slow down and we'll focus on animals.
Okay.
For a little bit.
Okay.
Time to sell some stuff. Next will be everything that we can sell.
I gotta wait for mine to, hump a little bit more. Yours reproduce really fast.
Yes.
Mine take a while. It's like 10%, so it takes like 10 months for them to reproduce. So. They gotta do the humpity hump.
Hump.
So I secretly think that the gas station here, so like when you go to the gas station I always go to, Rural Farms, they have the free air pump and then they have the paid air pump. Alright? Throughout the year, the free air pump always has a nozzle, it's always working. Every time it comes around to where it starts warming up and people need to put air in their tires, it's always missing a nozzle or it's always like out of service. Meanwhile, the paid pump right next to it, always good to go. Thinking it's a conspiracy. They're purposely damaging their own machine to make you pay for air. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk.
How in the...
How in the... What?
Nice
hard help you got going there.
Yeah. How are you feeling?
So what?
Fucking thing.
Fucking thing. Cool beans. Oh dang, is your county in the
Head.
What's this pulse point at?
I don't think so.
Boone County, Indiana is. In Bloomington, Indiana is. Where those are at. I'm only in the B's so far. Brock.
Fun.
Ooh, Broward County, Florida. Brownsville. Cal Fire.
Pulse point respond.
Pulse point respond.
Is that what you're talking about?
No, just pulse point.
It's not a thing.
Yeah, it is. It's an app. I can search. I was just scrolling through the list. Okay, I don't know how to spell that. Oh, so...
Oh my god.
Then we go with a no. You too, man? I had hiccups all damn day long.
Jesus, it just started. I'm about to just go to bed to end it. Oh my god.
It ain't gonna end it, trust me. I've had it all damn day.
That's not how that works.
Yes, it is. Oh.
Do you have questions for this butt? Did have some questions for this butt. What? You had some questions for your butt? I'm confused. I hate those deep pick. Dude, I've had them like all day. I don't know why. Isn't there like a map? Oh yeah, there is a map. Brandon, you live in Allegheny County? So I think yours is on here. We're like just outside Allegheny County. I don't think it's on here. One thing I can't find in FS22 are power sprayers. But FS17 had power sprayers. What do you mean by power sprayers? What was your question? Well, I had two questions. My first question was what your last comment was meant. And the second one is, do you live in Allegheny County? If that's how it's pronounced, Allegheny. Because I'm looking at the coverage map on Pulse Point, and Pittsburgh's in there, and it's all of Allegheny County. Oh, it's only EMS. It's not fire and EMS. Alright, here's Tyler, or Indiana. Terre Haute. Yeah, no. His is not in here. Where is... Okay. Kansas, Missouri.
He's not moving.
Who's not moving?
I just stopped for like 2 seconds.
Oh, okay.
Damn.
I got
literally.
He wasn't moving.
All right, with the planting, how many passes do you do around the perimeter? 1 or 2?
Whatever you want to do.
I usually do 2 because
now it's just...
If you do it...
Now it's whatever I want to do.
Well, when it comes to planting, it's different than harvesting. But I usually do 2 because if you do hired help, if you do 1, he can still get hung up on stuff. So, it's up to you.
2 is usually a safe bet for anything. I only did 1.
JT's not in here either.
Huh.
Look at the coverage map of Pulse Point to see. Literally, you and JT aren't in here. Brand just missed the cutoff. He's just a little too far east.
What are you looking up?
Pulse Point. It's an app that will tell you the calls that are going on, like the fire calls and everything going on around you.
Like a scanner?
No, it's well, it has a scanner built into it, so it's like 2-minute delay, but
that's the worst.
Yeah, that's why I just listen to my actual scanner. But this will
same.
It'll tell you like the address and show it on the map where it's at. It'll tell you like what units are assigned to the call and all that.
Oh, cool! So it's like that 911 operator game.
Yeah, but this is actual.
Well, yeah, it's real life.
Yeah. So
Again,
like right now, there's a medical emergency in Camden, and ambulance 41 is transporting.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Like it will go as far as into like where's that call that was last night? Last night at 1:34 a.m. there was a vegetation fire in Dover, and it shows every single unit that was on scene or dispatch, and then it says closed at 5:13, and it lasted for 3 hours and 39 minutes. So it tells you all that stuff.
Is it just an app or is it a website too?
I don't know if it's a website or not. I have it on the app.
What's it called?
Pulse Point. There's nothing in Massachusetts, so you're not on there.
Cool. No, all right, I'm just going to fuck myself.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100, 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, 106, 107, 108, 109, 110, 111, 112, 113, 114, 115, 116, 1
That's fair.
We have this one that's local. It's touched me out. Every time our tones get dropped, we get notifications, and then we get to listen to the tone in case we're not near a radio or anything. Pretty fancy.
So here's my argument about that, because they were arguing about the whole the fire whistle thing in Milford.
Oh, we're doing this again?
Yeah. Well, see, here's my thing though, because I asked you.
No, I know we've been over.
If you don't have your pager on you, you get text messages, right? But what if you're in somewhere where you don't have cell service, which much of the rural Delaware area you couldn't be without service. Like many of the trails we go walking on, even though we're like right off, like Delaware's too small to be that far out in the boons, but even when you get that like a little far out of town, you lose service. So if you don't have service, like you don't, and especially where you're at, where everybody lives in the middle of a fucking cornfield, you know, there very well be a good chance that you don't have cell service. So what do you do then? You don't get the call, right?
Mm-hmm.
Wouldn't it be nice to have a fire whistle that lets you know that you need to go to the station?
Yeah.
Why don't you just carry
you probably live too far
out
out of the fucking boons to even hear it.
Yeah, why don't you just carry a radio on you?
Might be a little too
people
fake.
could.
What are you talking about?
That's what our volunteer fire department does. That they all have radios on them, and then when the call goes out, it's like a beeper. And
Yeah, but you have to be within. You have to be within radio range to hear it, right?
I was
like my scanner. Once I get up to the Felton, I don't
and
hear
I'm
anything.
I'm sure they have a radio tower that's good enough to communicate with people. Like, I'm sure they've figured it out even in boons.
Yeah, but I'm saying it works off the like same thing. Like a scanner picks up the same frequency. If I go up to the next town, like once I get right before I get to Felton, I start losing.
Yeah, but you have to get a better scanner. Like they have ones with like varies with the power of it, so that determines how far you can.
I guess.
Listen. So, like for instance, like I got a scanner and I got it purely for NASCAR, and I realized that I could use it for like police and fire stuff too. But I can't get more than like a couple towns around here. But my brother had the like base station unit with an antenna that went up to the like his roof. And he could get everything within a 30-mile radius.
I have a tabletop one. Well, I wouldn't be able to tell you
What?
how far I can reach because I'm only programmed in my town. But I have a tabletop one, then I have a.
Yeah, the tabletop one's pretty cool.
Did you not lime these fields?
I limed everyone that needed to be limed.
In needs it. I'm in needs it.
No.
The little borders are. Oh, it's okay.
You're looking at seed bed, bud.
Wow. Turning on and off. Look at number 6 by my pig. Turn on and off.
6 by your pig.
See the border.
Oh, that's just where it missed.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's just where you. Fine.
No, if it's where your plow thing missed because it went over. It's weird. You didn't plow there. That's why it was like that from the last time.
Good.
Just saying, bud. Just saying.
Saying too there, big guy.
I mean, look at 10, 11, and 8. And
what's up, Brandon?
Not much.
Cool.
But anyway, like I say, here they all have their radios. I think a majority of them do. I don't think like the newer guys get to carry a radio around because I've never seen them with one. But I've seen others walking around with their radios. They have pulse point, which is it will set off a notification. They also, I'm pretty sure they have what Tyra has, like the text messaging thing. And they have their beepers, or the pagers, or whatever they're called. Mm-hmm. And they still have the fire whistle.
Well, that seems aggressive.
aggressive.
I mean, how many things do you need?
More the merrier.
Is it 2 or 3 that they have to have?
Like, you watch The Office, right?
2. No.
No, I mean, just anyone?
Yeah.
All right, so you know
tried,
when the temp spacing on his name.
Ryan started the fire.
Yeah. So you know when he comes up with woof?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's like that. It's like that.
Never miss a notification again.
Yeah, you get email, fax, text, phone call, like tweet, Instagram, direct message, like literally everything.
All of it.
Yeah. Seems like that. It's aggressive.
You need to know. But it's not like it goes off for every call. Like, it doesn't do... It used to go off for every medical call, too. They don't do medical calls anymore. It's just strictly fire calls.
Yeah, ours been like that.
And I mean, like...
Day one?
It went off in the past, like, 2 or 3 days. Bless you. The past 2 or 3 days, it went off once. And that was for a call over in Denton. So, like... You put it in perspective. These people are complaining about the noise from the sirens, and I broke it down for that week. It went off on average 2 times a day for less than 30 seconds. So they're complaining about a minute worth of noise every day. Is that really that bad?
Hell, you just have to sneeze and people complain. So
my favorite thing is to read the Reddit comments from people who moved to Delaware from where they use those sirens for like tornadoes, and how freaked out they are that the tornado siren keeps going off. It's like, no, that's for our fire departments, bud.
You people don't have tornado sirens?
No,
I never heard one go off, so I have
we get phone notifications for that, bud.
Mm-hmm. We do too, but
we don't really have them around here. Like, if there's a potential for a tornado, we know, like, a day in advance.
Our phones go...
I mean, yeah, ours do too.
That's an Amber Alert.
State law that it's gotta be a...
Well, yes, because warning. You live in a place where tornadoes are...
highly prone.
Yeah.
Tyler's one of those people sitting there drinking his beer on the front porch. Yeah, we're going to rebuild.
Hell yeah.
Damn, that looks like a doozy. I'm just going to watch it from right here.
Or you drink your Bud Light. Hell yeah, we're going to rebuild.
Oh, nice.
Too soon?
No.
Have you been seeing that guy on Instagram?
Which guy?
There's a lot of guys and there's a lot of things on Instagram.
It's like what Feenix just did. Like, slurps. I don't know if he drinks a whiskey or what the hell he drinks, but he says something like for 20 seconds and he takes his shot or slurps or whiskey. Sounded like him, so I didn't know if you actually watched it or not. Never mind.
Okay. No. My favorite one so far, the whole Bud Light thing, is the guy puts a can of Bud Light and he's like, I got a message for Bud Light. He puts it into the air cannon and it shoots it off across the river, and the camera follows the can, and then it zooms back to him. He's got a wig on. He's like, I hope that's clear. Okay. I don't care if a person wants to be trans. I don't care at all. What you want to do with your life is your life. My problem is when you're shoving it in my face. That's when I have a problem. My problem is when you're like the whole twerking in front of kids thing. That should never be allowed. If it should never. Have you ever not seen this? They have these drag queen shows, and there's actual video of these drag queens twerking in front of like elementary school kids.
Oh, all right. That puts a lot of the local ongoings here in my town. Puts that into perspective.
Yeah, it's pretty bad, and everybody's like, "Oh, they're just afraid of drag queen." No, it's when you got like.
Oh my God!
Sex should never be brought up in school whatsoever, unless it's like teaching kids about sex ed. That's the only time. If you want to touch on like. It is what it is. Like, but
like if you know, you know, and
yeah,
like,
but you shouldn't, like, even if straight people shouldn't be talking about anything about sex with their students. So that's where I'm hung up on it. Like, just leave the kids out of this. Like, don't bring the kids in that. My thing is, why are the people who have the same argument as I do? Is like, keep it away from the kids. Why are they so upset about the beer can? I don't get it. Like, it's not kids. It's an adult beverage. Why are you so bent out of shape about the beer can? You should be bent out of shape about the damn trans people twerking in front of elementary kids. That's what we should be concerned about, not a fucking beer can.
Are you talking about Bud Light?
Yeah.
I've seen a couple posts, but I didn't know. Oh, it's about them like coming out and openly supporting it, and then making like a can especially.
Yeah, they have a trans person as a spokesperson right now.
They're supporting like the LGBT Q+ community in general, but that it's people are taking offense to that. The funniest video I saw was this like husband and wife redneck couple were just like, "This is what we think of you," and then they're just like, "Cheers," and then dumped it out of the sink, and then they pulled out, I think it was either a Sam Adams. Yeah, it was a Sam Adams, and started drinking that. But one of Sam Adams, like they have a beer that's, I'm pretty sure it's called either like gay pride or something pride. Like they actually are very supportive of it. It's like, well, this guy didn't do his research. This guy didn't do his research beforehand. Picking a new beer, an idiot.
Yeah,
we used to make fun of Randy because he drank Yingling. It kind of sounded like Dingling, and someone else posted. It was on TikTok. Yeah, it was I've never heard anyone else call it Dingaling before, except us. And this guy was like, "Why is everybody getting bent out of shape about Bud Light? I've been drinking Dingalings since I was 18." I was like, oh my god. I did learn something from TikTok the other day, which blew my mind. That I've been living on my own, well, with my wife since I was 19 years old. Okay, and grocery shopping for myself since then, and I've never ever noticed how the grocery aisles are laid out to put products that are attractive to kids at kids' eye level. I never paid attention to that. I saw it TikTok and blew my mind. I was like, it's right. Everything that is colorful and sugary and everything, it's always middle of the shelf, which puts it at like eye level with the kids.
Healthy stuff's in the top 2 rows, always.
Yep.
Yeah.
I that blew my mind. I was like, I've been shopping what, 13 years on my own?
Yep.
And I've never once realized that.
Mm-hmm.
It's like,
so our grocery store on the same rack, you have Oreos and Chips Ahoy are on like the first 3 rows, and then up top are like all grain,
graham
crackers.
blew my mind.
Yeah, something, huh?
Mm-hmm. Because even like the fruit snack aisle, all like the color, the character, the crappy snack fruits are always in the middle, and then you have like your organic and like it's supposed to be healthier for you fruit snacks above it. I was like,
yeah, or just like cans of almonds or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
It's like get bent.
Just like from that same TikTok, I didn't know your peanut butter is supposed to have liquid in it.
Mm-hmm.
I did not know that.
What do you mean?
That's how you know it's all natural.
Yeah.
I mean, I know it's oil because it separates.
Well, yeah. So that means you have good. So like Jif or Skippy and stuff like doesn't separate.
Yeah.
But Walmart's does.
That might be for a different reason.
No.
Wait, Brad, I thought you didn't eat peanut butter.
I love peanut butter.
Who was it that didn't eat peanut butter?
Oh.
But no, like he picks up a thing of peanut butter and swirls it around. You just see it spinning around in the container. I was like, holy crap.
Oil. You actually have to like take a spoon and go in there and mix the whole thing up every time. That's what they tell you to do.
I was raised up with Jif, so I didn't know that.
I was raised on Teddy's.
The fuck is Teddy's?
It's a natural peanut butter.
I'll say it must be from up north because.
But from TikTok, I learned that if you want just the peanut butter, every time you close the lid, you turn it upside down.
That's what they say about your butter.
So,
keep it on water.
So the liquid stuff goes on the bottom, so you don't have to deal with like mixing it around.
Yeah, but wouldn't you have to mix it around to get like the full
oiliness?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, peanut oil just exists.
Hello, David. How are you?
I don't think it affects the flavor too much.
Oh, okay.
I mean, they use peanut oil in deep
all
frying,
that does is affect like the texture of it.
Yeah, so like the full like peanut butter texture, like the full experience, you want the oil in it, right?
Yeah. You want to mix around, but like if you're looking for a quick peanut butter fix,
like a quick spoonful.
Yeah. Yep.
I get it.
Yeah. Interesting though.
Learning.
Yeah. I don't use peanut oil for anything.
Neither do I. I don't even have a jar of it, so.
Like it's supposed to be good for like stir fry stuff, but
I think they know what they use for like Asian foods.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But I don't even know like if that's like that liquid layer on the top. Like I don't even know if that's technically like peanut oil.
I mean, what the hell is it not? I mean, there has to be peanut oil in a peanut butter. Because oil, no matter what oil it is, it separates from whatever it is.
Yeah, but it doesn't have to be. It doesn't mean that it's oil because it separates from a solid. It could just be like,
what is it
like
then?
Peanut water, peanut juice,
Yeah,
no, peanut. It could be peanut extract,
which peanut isn't oil.
Peanut's not an oil naturally. It's not.
Really?
Yeah.
Hang on here.
It's a legume.
The fuck kind of word is that?
A legume? Or like legume? Legume?
It's yeah.
Grows on the vine. It's like green beans.
Legume, I think it's yeah.
Yeah, legume. It's a fatty food, so it's like the fat, but it doesn't necessarily mean that it's an oil. You have to do some kind of refined process to get oil. Hence, like, oil from the ground. Like, it has to go through some kind of refined process. Because here's what I'm thinking is, and this is all just based on theory. I'm not like 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure. Because they also make like avocado oil.
And?
Well, I mean, I don't think an avocado just produces liquid.
I mean, there's moisture, there's liquid in the fruit.
Yeah. It's a vegetable.
And? What's your point?
I'm saying if you just...
Obviously, you don't get avocado water. I mean, you get tomato juice water, yes.
Well, it's not water, though. Like, if you essentially blended up an avocado and then put it in a jar, you wouldn't get the same like viscosity, like the same like liquid at the top that you do with peanut butter.
Over time, yes, you should of some sort. A mixed liquid, of no matter what it is, cannot be suspended all the time, right? It has to separate of some sort. It's like whenever you mix cement and water, the water rises to the top. In most cases.
Yeah, but I'm just saying. But you're not okay. So you're not mixing peanut butter with anything, and it naturally produces that. Yeah, if you mixed like.
I mean, no matter what you have,
water and blended it together, yeah, eventually it would separate. But I mean, if you're talking like just avocado, like it's not separating into anything.
You don't have to have some sort of separation after a week or so. I mean, it can't be mixed forever.
No, there's a refined process that goes into producing something like peanut oil or like, I mean, explain sesame oil then.
That's oil that's produced in on Sesame Street.
Right. Right. By Oscar the Grouch.
Yeah.
Because he likes aluminum. He likes, putting a little lighter underneath some tin foil. That's how he separates the sesame.
Got dark real quick.
Well, I'm sorry. Do they have a sesame seed plant on Sesame Street?
I mean, they could.
I haven't seen it yet. Oh, do you need any of this equipment? No, you're done with 6 and 7.
Yeah, no, I need that trailer to refill my planter though.
Yeah, I know.
Too far with it.
Okay, because I was going to bring it up. I need refills on everything for those 4 fields, but I will back.
Yeah, I'll go fill your planter up with seed. Take this over there. Just stop by and fill mine up with excuse me, fertilizer before you bring it over here.
Yeah, where are you at though?
I'm by where the old grape field's at. What is that?
Oh, all those trucks there?
Yeah. No, 23. The corner of 20 between right there next to 21. That little purple circle.
Yeah, why do I not see any equipment there?
My tractor doesn't show up for some reason on the map, but that little purple circle is my planter.
Oh, weird. Okay. All right. Yeah, I'll fill her up.
So, Brant, I'm still confused by what your comment was about.
I don't want to ask it. It's just too fucked up. That's all. I thought it was a great question after sitting on it for a day. It's like, why the fuck do I want to know this information? I just don't want to know it, so I'm not going to ask.
Okay.
Oh, we're gonna be holding up traffic.
I guess I can put it down in a dumber down version, I guess, for the hell of it. Any movie, comic, TV show, whatever the hell you want to call it, if you could have a gene, what would it be that you don't have?
What?
What? Yeah. A genie?
No, a gene.
A gene? Like a pair of jeans or?
Gene, DNA. I guess.
What's the comedy TV movie show have to deal with?
Well, used to be a cartoon show, Danny Phantom. He can go ghost. That's what I'm trying to get to, that part. Or he can be one of the Marvel.
So wouldn't that just be like a superpower?
Superpower, yeah.
Yeah. How I wasn't asking in question, it would be a gene, be classified as, but I guess since, yeah, so it'd be superpower of yours.
I don't know. What would yours be?
Mine?
Yeah. I mean, you asked the question. You should have an answer for yourself. Because you can't say you haven't thought about it, because I know you have.
Oh, throughout the years I have.
Okay.
I'm just trying to think of one right now.
Well, damn, man, I thought you thought about it.
I think mind reading.
Okay. That's a decent one.
My go-to is always invisibility.
See, that used to be my go-to, and I am going to go with time travel.
So, to that question, if you have a good life now, and you would time travel back, you have a chance of actually fucking up what you have now. Would you still do that?
Yeah, absolutely.
See, my problem with time travel is I'd be too scared to do anything because I don't want to fuck up the timeline.
Yeah. It's like
I don't want to say hey to like go back in time and be like, hey, what's up, Abraham Lincoln? And somehow that results in Hitler like taking over the world. Like,
I wouldn't.
Technically,
No,
that would be my concern.
You could also go back in time and then just like kind of undo that.
Yeah, like how
yeah, but won't you screw? Like, if you stop yourself from doing it, wouldn't you just screw up the timeline even more?
No. So think about it. So you go back in time and say hey to Abe Lincoln, and as a result, Hitler wins World War II. Right? You could just go back in time to a minute before you went back in time and said hey to Abraham Lincoln, and then like have it not happen.
Yeah, I guess the whole rule of time travel wouldn't apply to if you are the one time traveling back to yourself. That already knows about time traveling.
Yeah, where it's just like, hey, bro, don't do that.
Yeah,
like,
right before
you really effed up when you did this, and then you're, time traveling. You notice that there's another time traveling you, and they're just like, oh, okay, my bad.
Yeah,
I won't do it.
Like right before you time traveled, yourself appears and be like, bro, don't do it.
Yeah,
what?
and
you're wearing like full
15...
Nazi garb. And you're like, don't do it. Just don't do it. I went back and said, hey to Abraham Lincoln, look at me now.
There would have to be a general understanding going into it that it's like, hey, whoever the newest time traveler is to show up at whatever event is going on, like always listen to the newest person.
But then again, like if you go back, if you don't do it, well, then I guess never mind. This is hurting my brain. See, this is why time traveling is too confusing.
See, here's the thing. What about?
No, I'm all for it.
This ain't really. No, I guess any time traveling. Never mind.
And I guess because then you're talking about like different dimensions and stuff. Because then
because you'll be like stuck in a loop. Because if you go back and warn yourself, then you don't do it. But then there's like it doesn't create the person to go back and warn yourself, so you do it anyway. This is why time travel is confusing.
No, but it already happened, so you don't need to.
Yeah, but you're still in the past. What are you gonna do with yourself? Because if you went back in time to say, just to say, hey, as Feenix said, talk to Albert. Yeah, Albert Einstein. Oh my God Almighty! If you went back and talked to Lincoln, okay, then you went back again to tell yourself not to. What are you going to do with your first pass? Or what are you going to do with?
Well, you don't stay in that time. You go back to the time you're in. But that's the thing. If you.
So you would have two people going back in time, or going forward in time.
Travel back in time to tell yourself to not say hey to Abraham Lincoln, and
you don't. Two of yourselves there.
You don't travel to see Abraham Lincoln or say hello to Abraham Lincoln. Then you don't create yourself that goes back and warns you to not say it. So how would that work? This is why time travel is confusing.
Because that timeline disappears.
Yeah.
Does it though?
Yeah.
But it would never happen.
I don't know, man.
No, because the first time you go back and say hey to Abraham Lincoln, like that timeline, that's the second timeline. That does exist. So the third timeline is you going back again and telling second timeline you to be like, no, don't do that. And then it wipes out
Griffin, Indiana.
The second timeline. So then the third timeline becomes the second timeline.
Didn't you have to memorize like all the times you went back in time just in case
you screwed
something up?
You need to have a very detailed Excel spreadsheet.
And I feel like that would just be like just constantly going back and fixing your screw ups. Again, making it too much work.
Yeah, but I'm not talking about I wouldn't use it for like world changing events. That's not what I would use it for.
What would you use it for?
I just use it for myself.
Nah,
to do what?
That's some scary shit, though.
You know, the butterfly effect still exists. You step on a branch, back then. You
might kill a bug.
Yeah, you could completely or alter the future.
Right.
I mean, theoretically, if
I wouldn't do it down to like small things. Like I wouldn't be like, "Oh, don't step on that bug." No, it'd be like,
yeah, but you can change the
life decisions where it's like
what?
I don't know. Like if I could change, like the school that I went to or stuff like that. Like not about like the world, just stuff about me.
Yeah, but that can change the world.
Yeah, but what if you were like the school you went to?
The world.
It could, because think about it. What if you had you were nice to a kid in like the school you were in, and it changed it, and then that kid became the next Hitler.
True. To a point, yes.
Yeah, well then I just have to favor the odds.
You think it's small scale, but it could end up being large scale.
Yeah, but the odds of that not gonna happen.
Yeah, but it could. That's the thing.
And if it does, then I go back again. But look, I don't see any situation in which I need to go back like several times and just be like, ooh, no.
I feel like it would be like anything you do in the past would alter the future in some way.
Yes, to some degree, maybe 1
unless
to 50.
You're just watching. Like if you do anything, it changes the future.
I don't say if you watch, it'll change your future though. Right?
Yeah. What if you went back in time and got the fat cat that you wanted, and then your special needs cat, you wouldn't have that. See?
Yeah, and I'd be okay with that.
Damn.
Yeah, but it could have went to a worse home than yours.
Not my problem.
You go back and change school, You don't have.
Here's
you
the
don't
thing,
have your EO.
Brandon. Here's the.
So you might not even meet your wife then if you went to a different school.
Beautiful thing about that when it comes to the cat is, like, I don't have to, like, go into the future and find out what happened to the cat. Like, I don't have to.
You wouldn't be curious?
No.
I would.
I mean, I don't want to know, to be honest. The future.
No, I wouldn't want to know. I wouldn't want to know.
Because then it
I
alters my future.
I could go back to my current existence and, like, I don't have to worry about the cat. I can just have a regular cat. Totally fine with that.
I'm going back in time and putting, like, major bets on all sporting events.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, that would alter the future for sure because a lot of people...
I'm putting
so many different aspects of your future. Like, that kind of stuff has...
Yeah.
Like,
so it's changing the school you go to.
Not really.
Yeah, but you wouldn't meet your wife, theoretically. Because it would, if you go to a different school, you'd be at a different place in your timeline that you met your wife. Or technically your girlfriend back then.
Right. Yeah.
Because
I feel like that would happen regardless.
There's no
I wouldn't be worried about that.
There's no real way to actually prove it would happen, but if you change one small thing, it can change your whole entire life.
Hear me out.
Past to future.
Hear me out. What if you went back in time and you changed schools and Tony Stewart didn't kill a guy?
Well, what if I went to the school with the guy that got killed and I was like, hey, man, maybe racing's not your career.
Yeah, maybe you should stay off the track when Tony Stewart's behind the wheel.
Or just like, hey, man, maybe you like should give up racing. Maybe you should pursue something else. And he's like, oh, my God, yeah.
And then Tony Stewart doesn't kill a guy.
Right.
How many has he...
Right. Or I go to somewhere in Missouri and I, tell a homeless woman crossing an off-ramp to just, like, not cross the off-ramp. And then Clint Boyer won't kill a person.
Or tell the guy that Rey Mysterio killed not to like
don't give him the 619
the night before.
Yeah, like don't let Rey Mysterio give you the 619 under any circumstances. What's funny is my favorite. I prefer watching the NASCAR races on Fox versus NBC because I just don't like Dale Jr.
Damn.
And I don't like Dale Jarrett.
I love Dale Jr.
I don't know. It's a competition over who has the higher voice, Dale Jr. or Dale Jarrett.
Dude, I can listen to Dale Jr.'s podcast all day. He's funny as shit.
His voice is just nails on the chalkboard. Anyways, not the point. My point is, whenever they go to the booth in Fox, and it's been Mike Joy,
classic,
Tony Stewart.
His voice is more annoying than Dale Jr.
And Clint Boyer. And so every race, my wife waits for me to say, like, 2 out of the 3 in this booth have killed a person.
I'll play PC, Evan.
Because it's true.
Have that. You wouldn't have that if you warned that guy not to kill, like not to be on the track for Tony Stewart to kill him. See?
Oh, sure. Yeah, but also, like, I'm not going back in history for that. I'm sorry.
But something you could go back in time and do it could change that. It could change Tony Stewart not being on the track that day.
If I went back in time, yeah.
If you went back in time to undiscover gunpowder, how far in society do you think we would actually have gotten?
I'll tell you what. I'm going back in time. Sorry to go off on a tangent here on your question, Brandon. But I'm going back in time to see what that some bitch that was discovered milk was doing. That's what I'm going to do.
best fucking thing ever.
That was the first thing I would do as time traveler. I'd go back in time to see what he was doing with that cow to discover, oh, you can drink this.
Me, it's probably the same thing with breast milk, just saying.
Yeah, but he didn't know that.
Well, as some people say, you gotta just try shit to learn shit.
I don't think I'm drinking milk from a essentially looks like a dick.
That's so fucking wrong to say that, but okay.
Who's the first person that, like, you know, milked the cow teat? Like,
yeah, let's see what
like happens. He saw. I'm pretty sure he saw that, like, the calf was drinking from it, so he was just like,
most of my time travel would be to just observe shit, not change it, just observe.
Yeah, that was okay. I can see it that now. Like,
then it's like, okay,
I'd 8,000 BC.
I'd get a question and be like, how'd the motherfucker come up with this? And then I'm like, all right, let's go back in time and figure it out.
Yeah, come back because then you're not really affecting the past, but you can change the future because you'll be like, oh, like now I know the real reason behind it. And then you can kind of like adapt it and change it, and then you're the next person on Shark Tank. Like,
see, I'd be
like 2 weeks.
I'd be vindictive about it too, because I'd go back to time, like points in my life, and be like, "You remember such and such day on such and such day when you did such and such."
I wouldn't be that.
I would.
I wouldn't do that.
I would. Like, you still owe me $20.
Oh, I'll fucking do that. I would fucking do that.
No,
hands down, I would.
Here's the other
question. I
would only go back and change certain life decisions that I know for a fact that like impacted me negatively. Those are the only ones that I would go back and change. Everyone else can just live their lives. I'm only going back in time to observe things and then change things that I know for a fact would make my life better.
Not necessarily.
Okay,
because...
so here's a question. All right. Say, like there's a serial killer on the loose, and they're looking. They offer like a huge, like.
And you know
reward.
Exactly what happened to it.
Yeah,
no,
like a huge reward. No, like they're hunting for the serial killer, and they're given like a huge reward if you leads to his arrest. Like, the whole wanted thing. So like it's like, like $1 million if it leads to his arrest. Would you go back in time to see who murdered somebody just to get the big reward?
No.
Yeah.
I would. Sometimes those things need to happen.
Damn.
No, because it like
it changes things.
So like obviously with it being the 10-year reunion or not 10-year reunion, the 10-year anniversary of the marathon bombings.
Yeah, if that was a reunion, that'd be. Wait, did he? How many people died for that?
It was only like in total. In total, I think it was like including like the MIT officer and stuff like that. I think it was 4.
Yeah, not even half. All right.
Not even half. There was like about 100 people that
got injured.
No. There was like 203 that got injured, and of that, about half of them had to have amputations.
It's crazy, but also impressive that many people got injured that severely, but so few died. That's
because it was a pressure cooker filled with like nails.
Yeah.
And you wonder why I don't use a fucking pressure cooker.
Well, I would hope you wouldn't put nails in it.
Yeah, or like, hook up like a remote device to it. Like, Jesus.
Well, no, I mean, actually using it in real life. I mean, yes, I do some sketchy shit with a air compressor tank, but
99% of the time, like, it's used correctly. You don't hear of many people, like, blowing their house up because of a pressure cooker. You never see that on the news.
Well, yeah, it's
used like safely. You have to have intentions in order to use it.
You can still fuck up shit with intentions of using it, right?
It's idiot proof.
No, it's not. Tell me something. Oh,
Do you have fertilizer in your planter?
Me?
probably not.
Yeah.
I do.
Because it's not fertilizing.
I use the fertilizer trucks over here. Man, I filled up.
Wait
Is
a
it
minute. Do you
on?
have the smaller of the two?
What?
Do you have the smaller planter of the two? Hold on.
I picked the one that... No, I picked the biggest one.
You did?
You might have to turn it on.
No,
Maybe.
it comes on automatically when you turn the planter on. He's planting. I can see
I have
that.
everything. Yeah, everything's on, man.
Okay, it's the needs rolling. Never mind.
Oh, yeah, I didn't put the rollers. I didn't put the rollers on this one.
Oh, you should have.
Sorry. I can come back and roll it. No problem.
Roger that. I'm muted, so I can't hear anything. Kids with me.
But anyways, back to the marathon thing. It's been all over the news because they're like, oh, 10 years since then. And the Red Sox are bringing back like the 2013 World Series crew and all this stuff. But I'll have to say, like, security around the city and stuff was pretty freaking lax before then. And it's like, with the times changing and advancement in technologies and like road people and stuff, like, you kind of need to have that stuff in place. And it didn't just affect the Boston area, it affected like nationwide, like stepping up for security for things like concerts and public events in general. Security got stepped up.
Okay, here's a question for
sometimes
you.
those things need to happen.
Okay, I guess that's
terrible.
a question.
Yeah, it's terrible that those things happen.
You see, here's
But
the issue. You learn
there's
from the
necessary evils.
mistakes more
Yeah.
than you do for the positives.
Well, I mean, look at 9/11. Like, you could walk
into
in with
the
whatever the
cockpit, yeah.
Yeah, like the cockpits weren't sealed. You could walk in with like a freaking knife in your backpack and just get on a flight because no one ever considered that to be a problem before.
No one takes one to fuck shit up.
Yeah, and it was a horrific event that took place.
CW, how are you?
But like security, aside from like cybersecurity and like stuff like that, like there's really not too many like day-to-day advancements in just like overall security.
Here, bud.
I would ask what you guys are doing tomorrow,
So
but
no,
it's already Saturday,
so what-
so...
Yeah, because I didn't stream last night. But here's the thing: you don't stop the murders from happening. You just find out the guy who did the murders to turn him in to get the money.
So you're kind of like a vigilante then?
No, you're not vigilante. You just find the guy who did it, and you point the cops in that direction. They arrest him, and you get the money. Like, you don't stop the murders from happening. He still murdered people. The cops still want him. You just figure out who he is, so you can turn him in and get the money.
No, but then you're the person that turned them in. Like, you can't be anonymous if you want the money.
You can be like, I don't want my name, like, plastered all over. And then I'm pretty sure they... Okay, here's the other question. Would you take a video camera back in time with you just so you could, like film certain events?
No, because that would bring up too many questions. Because if you, like, say, like the history books have things going a certain way or like told a certain way, and then you have proof saying otherwise, and you're like, oh yeah, I have footage.
I mean, that'd be cool just to fuck with that
You
shit.
just take
but...
It's gonna bring your time. It's gonna bring your time travel into question because they're like, oh, how'd you get that?
You just take, like, a camera from that time period back in time with you.
I said back
So you're
in
just
those
hiding
days,
in the
they
woods
don't have
in
that
the like
shit.
the 80s and 90s with that big, like, you know, typical stereotypical dad camcorder that went on the shoulder, and you're filming it.
Okay, here's a question. What about...
Yeah, so then in that same time period, you'd have to hand it off to like a news person and be like, "You didn't get it from me."
No, you just be like, "I found this in my parents' attic when we were cleaning it out," or something.
Yeah, but then no, there's questions that follow that. So you'd have to, at the time that you take the video, you'd have to literally pop out the VHS tape and hand it to someone and be like, "You didn't get this from me."
Or how about this? Go back on time whenever color TV wasn't a thing, and record some things and bring it to the future so you can see it in color. That'd be kind of cool.
They're already doing that. World War II in color.
Yeah, they're doing that.
Yeah.
Actual.
Yeah, they actually have the
Video
technology
footage.
to
Yeah.
take black and white footage and figure out based on like a certain color that they know.
Yeah, but that's theoretical, though. I mean,
And apply
actually
it
doing it, though, is different than theoretical.
I've seen it. It's pretty legit.
It's legit.
Like it's pretty spot on. I've seen.
I'm watching it. That's what I've been going to sleep to watching is the World War II in color.
Yeah,
for the past week.
Of course, you were going to sleep with that.
It does. Oh my god, we were watching. What were we watching? It was literally the most boring thing on the History Channel in the middle of the week. This past week. Oh, what was it?
I was watching Police Academy this midweek.
Oh, it was like hands down the most boring thing. It was something. And my wife was like, "Why'd you put that on?" And I was like, "Because I knew it would put you to sleep."
Damn.
Well, I was going to sleep myself, but what was it? I don't know. But like, I've watched some pretty boring documentaries, and this one took the cake.
You know what would be cool to do? Go back in time and see like the original Star Wars. See it in theaters.
Like the first time, like the premiere,
Yeah.
and see everyone else's reaction to it.
Mhm.
Yeah, I mean, I think that would probably like hype you up and appreciate it a little bit more.
That'd be cool.
Yeah. But I'd be more for the time travel just as a bystander, just to watch it. I'm not going to go back and be like, well, don't let Hitler do this. Because who knows what would happen. Then the whole timeline would change if you did that.
Yeah.
Yeah, the shit that was invented during...
It was a terrible time.
But there's some
Obviously, millions of people
learned a lot
but
about,
there's
though.
a shitload of inventions that came from that. Like, if it wasn't for World War II, like, we wouldn't have gone to the moon. Or gone into space at all.
Yeah, to this day, we might have never been to space yet.
Yeah.
I got one more question for Feenix, and I'm getting off. I got stuff to do in the morning. Any word on that server?
What server?
Minecraft?
Oh, I've had it up. I've played in it, and
Oh.
you said you couldn't handle it, so I didn't bother posting it or going any further with it.
Okay.
I can launch it sometime tomorrow, and you see if you can get in there, if you can handle it. Because
Okay.
I think the only other people that would play it would be me and JT. That's if JT has any interest in playing Minecraft, so.
They should be on sometime tomorrow.
I should be around most of the afternoon, so just shoot me a Discord message and I can turn it on. Like I said, let me pull up the other computer and see if it's the file still there.
I mean, if not, that's fine. I just didn't know. I told that you were thinking about doing heavily modded one, but...
Well, that it would just be that mod pack. I'm not.
Well, I mean, I don't know.
I've tried building my own. Yeah, it's still there. My Outcast Craft. I wouldn't do anything because I've tried building my own mod pack, but it takes so much. Like you need dependency mods and all that, and that's above my pay grade. So they build it. That's what they're currently playing on, and it's like really some of the stuff they got some really cool stuff. So I was like, oh, that's cool. I'll try it out.
So did you actually like it then?
Yeah. Like he's got the mod where you like chop down, like you hit the bottom tree trunk and the whole tree comes down. It's got waypoints. It's got what else was in it? All kinds of shit. They even added a little painting thing so you can paint in Minecraft, like you can create your own paintings.
Interesting.
I would say they'll stay away from the Chisels and Bits mod because they've been having one hell of a time with it in that server they're on. I'm pretty sure that's because they're getting a server from a server host, so I'm pretty sure it's a pretty beefy computer, and they're lagging like crazy. So.
How many gigs is yours?
The server PC? I think it's 16. I'm not 100% certain.
Okay.
I got it running on 6 or 8. I can't remember. So it's beefed up. I haven't had any issues. I've had a couple issues where it does the whole you move too fast and it puts you back a little bit, but that's about it.
Okay then. You probably wouldn't do a vanilla-ish server.
I mean, that's what we had before, and I was like the only one left playing on it. So, well, JT said he couldn't get back in or something like that.
I don't know if you would join someone else's. Is what I meant.
Oh, I've tried a couple, and it's just like I'm kind of ruined because I was part of the one. I don't even remember what it was called anymore. When I first started.
Your mom's was scary?
No, that was another one I tried joining. There was another one that I started off playing on. That's where I met Lady.
Ah.
Oh no,
I
joined. Lady joined. I think that's how I met Lady. Because Lady and her buddy Zero was playing on it. And it was like a community that actually like interacted with each other.
Yeah.
So like we had our own. I don't think Discord was a thing at that time. We had our own like
little thing.
Yeah, where we could communicate with each other and share like points and everything, and like you saw me and Lady ended up becoming friends from it, and there was a couple other ones that I still talk to every now and then. So it was like a group of like 20 people that actually like was like a community sort of thing, instead of just being you're on a server with other people but you're off on your own doing your own thing. Like they wanted to do server stuff together. They wanted to do like the dragon fights together and stuff like that.
Okay.
So I'm kind of spoiled when it comes to doing SMP. I would like to find another SMP like that where you have a group of people that want to, interact with each other. How big of a
group, or how small of a group would be too small? Like 5 people to start with?
No, even if it's just 5 people that are on at the same time and wanting to do stuff together. Like it doesn't have to be huge. Like even when we had the one that we had, it was Tyler, JT, me, pretty sure you were on it. Lady and Lady's friend, John was on it. The other guy was on it. I can't remember his name. He was on it.
I know Jesse was.
Yeah, Chief Jesse. He was on it. So I mean, we had a little town building going on there, but people just stopped playing. Whereas the one I was on, like, we went for well over a year when we were all still playing together, and then I kind of went off doing, like, we had a couple of people that left, but the server owner would bring new people in, and then the server owner, he got in some trouble, and he kind of turned it over to me, and I wasn't about to pay I think it was $46 a month to keep that server up and running.
Wow.
And I was like, I can't pay. If you guys want to, like, if everybody wants to pitch in, donate, like a couple bucks here and there, $5 every other month. If people could keep donations going, I'll keep it up and running. But nobody wanted to donate to the server because they had that free ride as long. But I couldn't afford $46 a month for a server. But yeah, he passed over. I still have the save game from it. That's how far back it was. It was like, that's before they introduced like the sea temples and stuff. It was a long time ago.
Yeah. Okay. I didn't know if you would actually join one or not.
Yeah, I would if the right one come along. Like, I'm not gonna, if it's like, 3 dudes and like, oh, we're gonna, and then no one else joins, or if, like, it's, even if it's like 30, 40 people that are on it, but no one's like communicating back and forth with each other. It's just everybody's kind of doing their own thing. That wouldn't interest me either. It would have to be like a small or even a big, like, active community that actually, communicate it. And, not full of children because I was on another one where it was run by like a 16-year-old, and
we're definitely not 16-year-olds. I'll guarantee you that.
He was recruiting people that were like younger than him, and there was a bunch of drama, and we were 2 or 3 weeks in, and he wanted to reset the map because somebody built too close to him and shit like that. Like, no, I'm out. I ain't doing that shit. But I've looked for, like, Not Your Mom's Minecraft was pretty good towards the beginning, like before they did a map reset. Like, everybody was actively building, and they didn't really do voice chat that much, but they were talking in the Discord that they have, where they were sharing their stuff, and like if they found a end city or something, they'd post the coordinates and stuff like that. But nowadays, like, you get, like, I think I'm still in the Discord. Let's see. Last post and announcements was 9/15/22. General chat, the last post was from March 15th, 2023. And it's still going. Like, the server is still up and running, because in the server stream it tells you every time the server stopped and started.
But no one really plays on that anymore, then, I guess, I'm assuming.
There's still 50 people in the Discord, so. Of course, I'm in there, and I haven't played on it in a few years, so. But there's still 50 people in there. There's 8, says right now, there's online. Oh, there you go. CW says he's got to get back into Minecraft. He hasn't played in a long time. But I've looked in the Reddits. I've looked in the the Minecraft forums or whatever. To see if
Minecraft forums.
Any, like decent ones recruiting and.
I mean, I guess you can try try one, and if you don't like it, you don't like it. If you do, you do.
Yeah, but it's a lot of hassle to have to go through, get whitelisted, all that, just to be like, well, this shit sucks about weekend, and then leave. Like,
yeah.
That's why I don't put too much time. I got so much other shit I'm doing. Like right now, I'm hosting the server for Conan Exiles for me and my wife to play on. I don't rather sit there and play with her and instead of going and spending a week on a Minecraft server just for people to be like, because if I'm going to do Minecraft again, I'm going to record it, and you know, I'm not going to get a weekend on recording something just for them to be, you know, dead.
Understandable.
Yeah, that's the problem with like trying to do something, and like I could easily play it. Like if I wanted to play on my own, I can just do single player like that. You know, there's no difference in playing on a server with people that don't interact with each other. I can just do that in single player because, you know, if someone builds a really cool base, like. You don't want to be walking around their base and they get pissy about it. B, like you'd want that person to like give you a tour and like a, you know, voice chat or something. You know, that's the problem with trying to do it in, like, you know, from a YouTuber's point of view.
Because I know they do Discord. I mean, they're heavily involved in that whenever they actually do be online.
What the one's that?
What do you mean? Like server-wise?
Yeah, you said they. Like, there's a server, you know.
Yeah. Just a bunch of people that we know each other of.
We know each other of? What?
Yeah, I guess that'd be the best way to say it.
Did I know?
No.
Oh. I thought that's what you were trying to say.
Well, no, because technically they played Destiny 2 a lot, and that's how they found each other, and then it evolved into a Minecraft server.
Hmm.
Yeah, I feel like I'm too old to get into Minecraft now.
There's people way older than you playing Minecraft. What are you talking about?
Oh, I mean, just starting out.
I mean,
maybe.
Just to play like the basic Minecraft, you can never be too old, to be honest. But when you get into a way more too tacky, geeky shit for the redstone or mechanical systems, and I'm even too old for that shit now.
I mean, it seems like it was a pretty steep learning curve.
Not really.
No?
Yeah.
For the basic game, no. There isn't no real steep learning curve. Maybe you start making machines, then it does. But realistically, you can always play and never touch a machine, ever.
Yeah, the basic game is pretty simple. And stuff that you don't know how to do, like automatic chicken cookers and stuff like that, there's
millions
a ton
of
of tutorials online on how to do it. That's how I do mine. Like, I just follow a tutorial.
What's like... Okay. What's the point of the game?
It's a survival game. Like you build and you survive, pretty much.
It's just not as detailed as.
It's just everything's blocked.
Left 4 Dead 2, I guess, or it's blocked.
Not Left 4 Dead 2.
Well, I couldn't think of.
Imagine, it kind of being like Sons of the Forest. Like you just build and survive, pretty much. There's a story in Sons of the Forest, yes, but for the most part, once you do that, it's just build and survive, and you can build anything you want.
How big or how small?
Yep. Trying to think of what other games we built that's like it, or we played that like it. So pretty much any survival game is based off of Minecraft's premise. Like you build and you survive. So you can farm.
So have you ever started from scratch?
Oh, you always do whenever you start a new world.
Yeah.
I mean, okay.
So when you start a new world, you gotta gather your tools. You gotta gather
resources.
Yeah, resources. You gotta gather your food and all that.
How often do you start a new world?
Whenever you want to, I guess, would be the best way to say it.
Are you talking about multiplayer? Anytime a new server starts.
I literally don't know.
Server
single player
is in for a long haul.
It's just like any other game. You do single player. You can start a new game whenever you feel like it. If you you don't like something you build or something you like the city, you just always start a new world or whatever, what have you. And if you join a multiplayer server, most of them stay going. But after so long, people, if they notice people start losing interest, they'll do a fresh start to get people, playing and working their way towards something again.
Well, I guess my question is, as a beginner, I don't, if I were to get the game, I wouldn't want to start out in, this super advanced map where everything's readily available to you.
It's all the same, basically. It's just all randomly generated.
No, I'm saying, aside from, I wouldn't want to join where someone has everything already set up and established, because I'd want to know, how to...
I mean, technically, you can be off on your own and learn by yourself.
Yeah, but if you were...
Well, yeah, technically I know I can do that.
He doesn't want to join, an established server where everybody's, set up and...
Yeah.
He's the odd man out, which makes sense.
Right.
So you'd want to...
Because then you don't learn. Server. Yeah. But I'd want to play with people that, have experience that can, help me out.
Because... if you learn with people that have experience, the more you learn.
Yeah, if they're willing to teach, yeah. I just don't want to join something
to teach.
I just wouldn't want to join a server where it's the entire community is already set up, and if you don't understand, then that's your problem.
Yeah. I mean, you will find... I mean, that's any game. You'll find communities are assholes. Yes. But if you find good ones, then you won't have any issues.
That's why I've been an outcast for so long.
I'm confused because we're assholes? Or
well, no, it's both. You're willing to help out, but you're assholes at the same time.
I'll tell you as a compliment. Nicest thing someone has said to me, so.
Yeah. Which is what I like, because, if you're overtly friendly, then, my garters go up, because I'm like, no, I don't trust you.
You fake-ass bitch!
Yeah. No one's this nice.
Maybe that's why I have so many issues in real life. Okay.
You have to assume everyone's an asshole.
No, the thing is, I think I'm sometimes too nice to people, and
yeah, I used to do that. Be like overly friendly to people. No.
Yep. I think that's how some relationships get ruined.
Yeah, it makes you dead inside. With how mean most people are in general, you can only be so nice to people for so long before. I
try to be nice to people.
Me too.
Actually, like, I care about.
Yeah, but I go into it with a very skeptical mindset. Like, I don't think anyone's friendly. I don't think anyone's nice, and I don't think anyone cares
that much.
Yeah, and then it's like, prove me wrong. And when they do, I'm like, oh yeah, all right, this person's legit. Because like I hold the door for any stranger.
Yeah.
That's coming in behind me. Not in a sexual way.
No,
and
not very fully.
And you know what? If they say thank you, I'm like, all right, yeah.
9 times out of 10, everyone's
if they don't,
be nice.
If they don't say thank you, or like, you know, do the fake power walk or something like that.
Never had a power walk issue. To be honest.
Yeah, that's what drives me nuts. When you hold the door open for somebody and there's someone like a little ways out,
like so, and they don't
just
step
stand
up a
there,
little bit.
and they don't pick the speed. I'm shutting the door. I'm sorry.
Yeah. So I used to just wait, and I stopped waiting recently. It's like, no, I'm not waiting for your ass. It's like, you're capable.
Yep.
So that's one of those like instant judges of character that I do. And I've found that over the period of time that most people don't care.
So hypothetically, if that is true, because that is probably true to a point with me, if I were to ask people I used to talk to, their chance of saying being too nice would be up there then, right?
Don't be too nice.
No, I mean, if I was to ask people what they thought of me.
Used to buy drinks for some girl that had no interest in.
No, this is someone else.
I'm saying you were probably way too nice. Because after the
oh yeah, been down that road plenty of times where like at the end of the night I was like, what happened? And I was like, after some reflection, I'm like, oh.
I mean, too, at some points I was kind of an asshole to her too.
They just got free drinks off of me. I get it.
He used to buy her a drink like every day at lunch. Like,
never do that.
I mean, I was rude at times too, but
no, never buy anyone drinks. Never pay for anything until you know that they're interested, because you'll get taken advantage of.
Yep. That's what it is.
Yep, 100% of the time.
So I said you're too nice, because after the second time, if she's still like, oh, you're just a friend, then I'm like, well, that's just a bottle of Gatorade that's going in my stomach. Then that's a bag of Doritos that's mine now.
Well, when I used to live right next to a nightclub, it's just a disaster. That's when I really learned.
I got a question about Gatorade real quick.
People don't care about you at all.
Here's a question
what about
for
Gatorade?
You, Keller.
I know everything about Gatorade that there is to know.
Not Gatorade precisely, just in general.
Sports drinks in general.
It's not a sports drink. It's a rehydration drink, I guess you'd be.
Electrolytes?
Yes.
Okay.
What's your 2 cents of Pedialyte? Is it... I mean, obviously, there's something has to be better than Gatorade to drink.
It's the exact same thing as Gatorade. The only thing is, like, Pedialyte doesn't add in artificial flavors to make it taste as good as Gatorade does. But generally speaking, same ingredients.
Because anytime I actually enjoyed the taste of Gatorade is whenever I'm actually completely zapped. So
there's nothing better than a store-bought, like, 20-ounce Gatorade when you're completely hungover. Wake up in the morning and you just chug the Gatorade. So great. Really sets the mood for the day. But Pedialyte, there
has to be something better than Gatorade. Is there?
So...
Because whenever I was sick this year, I was looking for something to...
Let's
help.
debunk some... Yeah, let's debunk some mysteries here, or some theories. So Gatorade doesn't actually do anything to, like, cure a hangover or...
Which I realize.
Or remedy an illness. It does provide some electrolytes, but unless you get the Gatorade Zero... there's like added sugars and all this stuff in order to make it taste as good as it does. Pedialyte is like Gatorade without the added sugars, and it's not meant for hangovers. It's meant for like toddlers who need like some additional things in their diet. So I see no difference between Gatorade and Pedialyte from an adult standpoint. Doesn't do anything. There's really nothing that cures a hangover.
Now what about
hired dog?
Healthy drinks?
Yeah, Feenix, you're right. That's the only thing that cures it.
What?
A little hired
Some more. Yep.
Yeah.
Keep drinking, and then what is it? Not up dose, but like down dose, like taper it a little bit.
Never heard of it, but okay.
So basically,
of course, I don't drink, so that's out.
So if you drink in excess and then wake up with a hangover, the only thing that cures that is, I mean, you're suffering from withdrawals at that point. So the only thing that really cures it is to continue drinking. That's hair on the dog. That is, you wake up hungover. Best thing is keep drinking. Yeah, so what you do, and this is tried and true, and this is coming from a frat guy, so I can tell you, is you have one drink in the morning, and then kind of go about your business. So that keeps you from having that initial, like, oh my god, what happened hangover. And then you can kind of just, like, taper off of that after your first drink in the morning. The other option is to turn it into a Sunday fun day. And I find that to be the best remedy. So in college, what we used to do is we used to get dressed up in our finest golf attire, you know, polos, golf pants, the works, and, you know, crack the morning brew, and then we'd spend our Sundays playing in Tiger Woods golf.
I'm sorry, you would dress up in your golf attire to play a video game?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But it was the act of, you know, having to go get dressed up. It helped with the hangover. Always did.
Alright.
I mean, unless you have some miracle hangover cures. But Pedialyte is not it. It is essentially the exact same thing as Gatorade, except it doesn't have the added sugar.
Okay.
And also, like drinking Gatorade when you're hungover, like doesn't cure a hangover. It just kind of like essentially like yeah, because I mean alcohol absorbs everything in your bloodstream as much as possible. All it does is kind of like replenish it a little bit, and it tastes good. And you're dehydrated after you drink alcohol, so it hydrates you, but it doesn't cure a hangover. Honestly, the only thing that cures a hangover would be like, I don't know, 800 milligrams of ibuprofen, drinking like almost a gallon of water, and then going to the gym. That's about it.
Okay.
I love how he was talking about drinks to drink while you're sick, and PJ's immediately going.
I know, he went straight to alcohol. It's like, okay, I'm just leave him go. I'm just gonna leave him go and let him do his talk.
I mean, I don't really get sick that often, so.
Well, I was thinking more for heat-wise or during the summertime.
During the summertime,
water.
Because I don't want to sound like a whiny bitch, but I have this feeling this summer's going to be extremely hot or just miserable.
So what I started doing is I take like a liter of like my seltzer water. After I'm done, I have like empty one, fill it full of water, and then I take the little packets of powder that you can mix in.
Mm-hmm.
And I do a diluted version of Gatorade, because I have the Gatorade Zero mixture packets that you can put in there.
Yeah,
I've been doing that, and that's fantastic.
Okay. No, yours.
The key is because they tell you to put it into like a standard water container, which is like 16.9 fluid ounces.
Yeah.
So if you do it like that, it's way too much flavor, like way too sweet. So dilute it to a liter.
Because I try to drink a liter to a half gallon of water every day, but it doesn't work all the time.
Yeah, so my dad was running into the problem because my dad doesn't drink water at all. Like, bottle of water is not on his radar. But, you know, for his health, like, he needs to drink more water. So he's trying to sip it down, and I'm like, just mix some powder into it. Put some flavor in there.
Take it down to Flavor Town.
Yeah. Like, let Emerald Lagasse get in there. Bam!
Bam! Tastes like Gatorade.
Mm-hmm. So it's diluted a little bit, but you'll still get the idea.
We've been doing the flavor packets. I drank like 3 bottles of water one day.
Yeah, man. Like, I drank like 3 liters of water, which is like, what, 3/4 of a gallon, essentially, on Friday. What flavor packets are you using?
The ones I was using the Nerds ones.
What?
Nerds?
No, I heard you with the Nerds, but like they have a Nerds?
Yeah. I was kind of shocked.
It's the powder one, or
yeah, the little powder tubes.
It's not like the Mio like drop ones. It's the actual powder.
Yeah, powder.
Oh my god. Oh, I gotta look that up.
I gotta get off. Y'all have a good one.
Good night.
Okay.
And it's sugar free. 0 sugar. Comes in grape, strawberry, and cherry. I've been doing cherries because I like cherry.
What?
Do you not know about this? You start looking on the lower shelves because it's for children. There's a lot of Skittle ones too. I haven't tried those.
I suppose because I found the Gatorade ones, but that was after I was doing months of like the Arnold Palmer one, like the half and half, which is so good if you ever see it. I don't know if you were ever a fan of the Arnold Palmer, the half iced tea, half lemonade.
I was making those before I knew they were.
Dude, the powder ones, yeah, the powder ones, legit taste so good. I was doing those, and I was like, I need kind of a break from it, and I went to like store brand ones where it was like a strawberry lemonade mix, and I was like, it's too sweet. Even after diluting it. Nerds. Oh, this for $3.94. You get the variety pack. You get grape, strawberry, and cherry. 30 sticks for $3.95.
Mm-hmm.
From Walmart.
What's up, HW? How you doing, man? Oh, that's right. You don't have a Walmart.
I mean, we do. It's like 20 minutes away, and
nah, why you drive 20 minutes for Walmart?
I don't go. If it's not at my grocery store, I order it online.
That's good to hear, bud.
Well, damn. I feel like I need to try this. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. I mean, I'm gonna buy it. I'm gonna buy it.
$4, you kind of can't beat it. For 30 sticks. Like I said,
unless I don't like it.
I was having the problem of drinking water, and I started using those. And like I said, I had 3 bottles of water one day. Of course, I used up half my packets in one day, but because
I don't want to.
The solo flavors only give you 6 sticks.
Yeah.
My thing is, I'm not a huge fan of strawberry flavored stuff, so I'd be wasting like 6 or so sticks with the strawberry. So I just did the straight up cherry.
You know what? You got to try it every once in a while. You got to try new things.
I just don't like strawberry. Like, I like strawberries, just straight up strawberries. I just don't like strawberry flavored things. I feel like they go too hard on that strawberry flavoring, and
see, that's my opinion on cherry.
Because more they amp up the cherry flavor, the better for me.
No, because it becomes like maraschino cherry, and it's like that's not actual cherry.
Oh, I could do maraschino cherry flavored all day.
Oh, gross!
I love it. The more intense the cherry flavor, the better.
I think that's like one of the few that I just don't.
That's one of my favorite smells too. Like the cherry, like scent, like air fresheners and stuff. Huh, I love it.
Oh God, I don't remember my password.
It's just like I love grapes. Like that's my favorite like fruit to snack on. Like I love me some grapes. Not a huge fan of grape flavored stuff. Like grape candy, grape like juice. Oh, I like grape juice. That's a lie. I like grape
grape juice is that's something.
Yeah. Gives me wicked gas, but it's worth it. My wife hates it because I have a glass of grape juice and I'm just like, I sound like a truck that's just constantly on the Jake brake going up the stairs.
Grape juice. Interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, taxes. I'm not picking up. Why does Walmart have my payment method saved? Oh, I hate this. I hate this so much. My dad. So, I've been doing like weekly dinner meetups in like a mutual location, like halfway for both of us, meaning weekly, because my dad's like, I don't see you anymore, I miss you. And I'm like, that's weird.
That's weird.
Yeah, it is. Like, he hangs out, my parents hang out with my brother and my sister-in-law, like, every weekend. Cause
I mean, the way you described your brother, that's probably why he wants to hang out with you. To just
No, because my brother's always doing, like, work around the house and stuff. That's what my dad specializes in. So they're up there every weekend. And plus, they all have dogs, so the dogs get along and playtime and stuff. But my wife and I are just kind of like do our own thing. And like I don't really care to spend time with my family. And my family realized that finally and are trying to rectify the situation. It's like, oh, I miss seeing you. We need to have like an adult relationship. And I'm like, nah, that ship's sailed. But I'm entertaining it. So we're doing weekly dinners. And so we go to this place and I'm trying to order food on the go, like takeout and stuff. And he's like, it's trying to get me to sign into Gmail to pay for this. And I was like, ugh. It's not that hard. So I just hit like continue as guest and then just enter my info. I'm like, it's already done. So, whoa, what? What? How do you do that? What does it save your information? I was like, yeah, depending on what source you use to pay. Like, I'm not going to put my info into Google or to Gmail or whatever. I'm not putting my payment info into that. Put it into my iPhone.
Yeah.
He's like, well, I don't trust that. I was like, neither do I. That's why I have a completely separate bank account that's dedicated to online stuff. So that if it ever gets hacked, I can only lose whatever's in my bank account. And I just move money over there.
There you go. That's what you need to tell Brandon to do.
It was not that hard. Like, you have to diversify your money. So don't keep it all in one bank. Have two banks, at least. But preferably two. And then when one account needs money, I don't transfer money from the same bank. I move it from a different bank over to the other bank. So that it's completely untraceable. So if they get that bank account number, they have access to nothing else. It's the same thing as like a prepaid card.
Sounds too complicated for me.
Well, I mean, you just have to assume that your stuff gets hacked.
Yeah, I had a weird one where my car, it was someone who was using my debit card, and they were taking like small like
Dude,
dollar.
that's terrifying.
Yeah, it was taking like $1 here and there, and I was just like,
transfer all of that and then close the account.
Oh, my bank just locked that shit down.
Yeah, but here's the thing, is if they have access to one account, they can get access to the other accounts.
It was only one account.
At that one bank?
Yeah, I only have one bank account.
What?
I only have one bank account. I've never known it. Anyone who's had, okay, my mother had multiple. That's because she was hiding money from my dad.
No, but like, so what? Like a checking account?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, get a savings account.
I don't have
at
anything
least
to save.
No.
I asked about a savings account, and I have to be like I didn't think I could meet the requirements for the one my bank offers or whatever. I was like, it's
no, God, no. Savings account that will protect you. So say your debit account gets hacked, right?
Yeah.
Then they have access to everything in your checking account.
Yeah.
Instantly. Well, then you're effed.
Yeah.
No, if you make a savings account.
My bank's pretty good though. Like if I swipe my card more than once at Walmart, like they're calling me. So my bank's pretty good. I got full confidence in my bank. Like I said.
Yeah, but you could also be earning interest on.
Yeah. And that's what was the thing we want.
That was good money.
I want to put. I wanted to start a savings account to do put all of our money to the side to do like a vacation or like save up for another car or something like that.
Dude, that's what I do. So the online banking these days, like, it's very easy to do that. So I have an automatic transfer set up. So my paycheck goes into my checking account.
That's what my dad. His
and then I have $100 a week scheduled transfer that goes from my checking to my savings.
Yeah, that's what my dad.
And I don't touch my savings ever, like literally ever. And I just live my life like I have $100 less in my paycheck, and the savings builds up, accrues interest, and then you just got your checking that you deal with, like your bills and stuff. But I'm also not a financial advisor. So, listen, I used to have just one bank account and then a credit card through the same account.
Oh, I wish I had $100 every paycheck to put into a account.
Well,
that's why I
listen.
Damn if you do it, damn if you don't.
There has been a lot of pain and ramen noodles and not eating that have gone into that.
I have 2 kids. I am lucky if I get 2 meals a day.
Listen, I was working full time, making to about $26,000 or $27,000 a year, and my rent was about $1,000 a month.
Jesus.
Yep, and I had student loans to pay, which were $400 a month. I literally had to sit there and, like, each week I got paid and figure out if I was going to pay my bills or if I was going to eat. Like, went through my share of hard times. So yeah, the ability to take my paycheck and be like, oh, I'm gonna take $100 and put it into savings sounds great, but I also have a lot of expenses still to this day, and that was like 10 years ago. Still to this day, where it's like, it's not like as a result of putting $100 in that I still have like a bunch of money left over. Like, I don't. It still is enough to just cover my expenses.
But
sucks.
You live in a place that is just astronomically high cost of living.
Oh, yeah. So this is the thing, is when they're like, oh, the housing market's cooling off, and oh, the home prices are coming down, and oh yeah, inflation's actually going down now. So none of that exists up here. Here, inflation is still super high. The housing market is like, the home prices are still going up.
What's up, Sean? Sorry, I missed your comment.
Inflation has not curtailed at all.
Knee deep in the conversation.
It's a disaster. We actually had our real estate agent, God bless her, was like continuing to send us like stuff that hasn't come on the market yet, but she caught wind and is sending us via email the homes. And I had to text her today and just be like, yeah, we're done. We're done for a while. It's not going to happen. And she's just like, I'll always do whatever you guys like, as long as I'm working for you. I'll send you guys whatever. But I think you guys are making a smart decision right now. Mm-hmm. The housing market is just absolutely going to shit right now. So
yeah, it was our anniversary. I'm glad that you guys are done. Off.
It's like, wow, okay.
Ooh, she's honest with you.
That's why she's a real estate agent.
Yeah, like, because most of them would just like,
we go through the house.
Keep looking,
Oh, what's great is that like we do our open houses on Sundays, and she will go to the place on Saturday, and she's just like, oh, I'm curious to see what you think about it. And every single time we're like, this is trash, and she's like, I completely agree. But yeah, I mean, like, interest rates have gone up by 1.5% since we started looking. Actually, 2% since we started looking, and then the home prices have actually increased over the past month, and they're still going for 100,000 over. It's like, oh my god.
Indeed,
these people are gonna be so freaking broke.
Yep.
Oh, it's so funny. But yeah, I think aside from like, outside of like, I don't know, New York, San Francisco, and maybe LA, like, the Boston housing market has to be the worst in the country. Has to be. I mean, hell, I'd even take I would actually honestly consider your little OnlyFans mecca that you had down there.
Oh yeah, the
like,
one meltdown. I was like, what are you talking about?
Like, you know what?
Thinking, but yeah, no, yeah,
it's like, ugh. So what if there's some dirty stuff going on there? Like, it's a house and it's on a good piece of property. And it's a big house. Oh shit.
Yeah, and it's in a pretty. Milltown's not horrible. Milltown's where like the Amazon warehouse is. So literally, you'd be getting Amazon packages that day, as long as it's at the warehouse.
Yeah, same day shipping, all that stuff. I mean, damn. You gotta weigh out the pros and cons. It's like, so what? There's a whole bunch of jizz everywhere.
Yeah.
Like, You know what? You can paint. You can put down hardwood floors.
You could be on your computer in the bathtub. I mean, so what? There's just some dirty things that happen in that bathtub. You know, scrub it and enjoy your
You don't have to worry about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and you know what? At least it has a good security system built in. So,
yeah.
Like, those are all positives. Like, I honestly, at this point in our home buying venture, like, that would be a contender.
Yeah, I've seen some of the houses you're looking at. That's like half of what you had in the budget. Like, half the price. Yeah.
Literally half.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like, listen, you pay a professional team to go in there, like, I don't know, what do they use, like Serve Pro, like after a natural disaster?
Yeah.
To like come in and just like remediate the place. Like
they show up, so what do you have, like some flooding or nothing? You could say that.
There was flooding, but
why is it so sticky in here? Oh, it's not my job to figure out. It's your job to clean it up. Get to it.
Yeah, like you shouldn't care what it is, just fucking clean it, man. And you know what?
You have a paper towel dispenser in every room, so you're good. Just get the cleaning.
Yeah, but you know what? Like maybe they're onto something. Like outside of that, maybe on the day-to-day living, maybe you just like it would be handy to have a paper towel dispenser in every room.
You never know when the mess is going to happen.
Listen, my cat throws up in random rooms at random times. Just projectile vomits. Instead of having to go down a flight of stairs to get to
it's right
the
there.
roll of paper towels in the kitchen, like I can just go into the bedroom and grab some.
Exactly.
It's not a bad it's not a bad thing.
Genius.
Honestly, that's more of a contender of a house. But we told a real estate agent that we're just like totally done, and she was like, well, I'm actually the selling agent of this house that's going to be coming up in the next couple of weeks, and it's this woman that's going to be moving into assisted living, and you know she wants all the money she can get, but it's on a really nice piece of property. And we looked it up, and it's on like an acre, and it has an in-ground pool, and it's this like really nice house that just needs some upgrades. Like it just needs some work, but you can live in there while you're doing it. And we're like, okay, well, you know,
deal.
if you'd be willing to do like an off-market, like on the side deal, like we're down for that. And she's like, well, she needs all the money she can get because she's going into assisted living. And aside from like the all cash offers that people are doing right now, like we're willing to put 20% down on the homes. And we're like, well, hey, these people are, if it's not an all cash offer, like 20% is the next best thing. So, you know, keep that in the back of your mind. Be happy to do that, and that gives her cash in her pocket instantly. And that's not cheap money. I mean, that's like $130,000.
Oh yeah.
That she gets instantly in her pocket. So, like, you know, just give her the little nudge if you really care about us. Plus, she can also be like, oh, yeah, I know that, like, the cutest couple that's looking for a house right now. And
they're great. They'll take great care of the place, especially if the person really loved their home. Like,
right. That's what I'm saying. It's like, you know, because then she gets commissions both ways.
And then you show up with a projectile vomiting cat.
Yeah, true.
My floors!
But, I mean, she would get commission as the selling agent and the buying agent. So she make probably like 20 grand on that one house. That's damn good money.
No kidding.
Yeah. I know. I'm halfway through my real estate license right now.
Oh, that's what we need. You selling houses.
Yeah, I know. It wouldn't be good. Although, at the same time, don't you think it would be good a little bit? Like, no nonsense. Like, not selling it up. Just be like, oh, yeah. Oh, this is a great property. It's not backed against the swampland or anything like that. Not be like, this is backed against the swampland. This sucks. Find something else.
This sucks. You want how much for this place? Oh yeah, no, that's not gonna happen.
Yeah, you guys are fucking living in La La Land.
Look at this fucking backyard, but we're gonna have to knock a 0 off the end of that. There you go.
Yeah, my clients aren't gonna be interested in this. Come on, get your shit together.
198 acres for 800,000. You should jump on that. You'll be a fool not to.
Yeah.
Who cares? What do you mean? It's 190 acres. What more do you selling point do you need? So what? The house sucks. All right, but just knock it down, build another one.
Buy a fucking RV, guys. I don't know what to tell you. Just live on the property.
You could fucking park it at a different acre every night, and like experience your land.
It'd be a new fucking adventure every single night.
Yeah.
Kidding me? It'd be stupid not to do this.
Some city ass couple buys 198 acres of farmland, and they're out there with their RV. He said this would be a great idea.
It's like, you motherfuckers were talking about how you wanted to go glamping for a weekend. Okay, well, here's
for the
your
rest
chance.
of your life.
Yeah, this is on your property. Now you can glamp on your property.
You can start a campground, bud.
You want a tiny home? Shit, you can have like 5 tiny homes.
You see all these woods?
Put them all together, then you can have one giant house.
Put some cabins out there. You got all kinds of shit you can do out here.
Rent them out. Bam. Income, property.
See all this farmland? You could rent that. Rent it to a farmer who will actually take care of it. Boom. More money for your glamping.
Yeah. See?
If you say no to me, you're stupid.
Now you're saying, yeah, that's about right. That would be me as a real estate agent.
You'd be about like my brother could bullshit anyone buying something that they don't need.
I wouldn't be bullshitting. I'd be telling them.
You'd be telling them everything you would want to do, and then people you'd be so passionate about it, people buy in, and then once they buy the land, they'd be like, "What the fuck are we gonna do with this?"
Yeah, that's true. I can be a little convincing with bullshit. So I'll be like, I mean, you're never gonna get a piece of property at this price ever.
But
God,
look
you'd be stupid not to jump on this.
You got
kidding me?
40 acres prime real estate for grapes. You know what you can do with grapes? You can make wine. You can start your own winery.
Shit, you could sell grapes. You could just put a fucking grape stand on the front of your property. God, you'd be paying for your house no time.
You hire that lady that was smashing grapes with her feet to make the wine, and then she falls out and goes, "Oh!" And then you got like a comedy show. It's all profitable.
Just make a reality TV show out of it. Yeah. You know what? You can sell grapes at your grape stand. You know what? Who doesn't like grapes? If they don't like grapes, you know what?
You don't need that kind of negativity in your life.
Yeah, they might as well be communists. You don't want those people.
You support
grapes are big. Grapes are in right now. It's the fruit of the year. Come on.
I've seen stock prices for grapes. It's just constantly going up. You gotta get in while business is hot.
Yeah, Grapes Inc. Stock prices is going up on that big time.
I mean,
you could IPO in like 2 years, guaranteed.
My brother was so good. He's a scummy ass human being, which explains why he was a used car salesman.
I was gonna say, it sounds like a car salesman.
He was a scummy ass human being, but he bullshit my other brother into buying a Volkswagen Jetta that was a manual, and my brother has never driven a manual a day in his life. He didn't know how to drive the vehicle. He had to have someone else drive the vehicle home for him.
Hey, listen. With the manuals,
Iris, thank you for the super chat.
That's a tough one. You
don't
get.
How are you?
Well, these days you don't get like brought into it. I mean, my first real car was a manual, and I had never driven manual.
Oh, I had to.
My parents, they bought the car for me, and they were like, no, if you need to drive, you need to be able to drive a manual, because you never know what situation you're going to be in. So you need to be able to drive manual. So they got the car for me, and that's what I had to learn on.
That's what my dad's little Ford Ranger was a manual. He told me I had to learn to drive it. If you don't learn to drive manual, you can drive anything. That's what I learned to drive. I actually learned how to drive. He bought this in. I was in middle school, because I remember getting off the bus, and dude was trying to learn driving around the little loop that we lived in. And he was just herking and jerking back and forth, and I actually had to get in and teach him how to drive stick shift. He didn't graduate, but he's 11 years older than me, so I would have been 12, 13 at this point. So
he was 24.
Yeah, he's in his mid-20s at least.
Yeah,
and he had to have his little brother that was in middle school to teach him how to drive stick shift to drive the new vehicle he just purchased from his other brother.
I had the brand new. I'm sure I've told this before. But I had to have that car sitting in my driveway, and both my parents went to work before I went to school, and I would take the car, and I was in a sling. So I had to drive one-handed, and I would take the car around the neighborhood and figure it out on my own. Like, it's not that hard. The worst thing you can do is stall. But if you're driving around residential neighborhood, well, yeah, I mean, there is some grinding gears, but I was more of like I'd shift the gear too early and like push the clutch in too much, so I wasn't grinding the gears. I was just like revving the engine too high.
Well, see, my dad taught me he would.
And then my mom's like my friend's mom, who was also a mom's friend, caught me as I was driving down the road one day, learning to drive stick shift. Just went past my buddy's house. Hey, this mom was standing out there, and then called my mom. It was just like, oh, like, I didn't know that PJ's had a new car. My mom was like, how do you know that? And she's like, oh, he just drove right past me. It's like, gosh, shit. But half the things with manual, like, you can learn manual, but there's so many different situations that come up that you just have to kind of figure out. Like, you can't be taught by somebody and then instantly be good. Because, like, what happens if you're on the highway and then you all of a sudden have to, like, slam on your brakes and go from, like, 65 to 0? Like, what do you do?
You drive an automatic.
Well, no. I mean, you can, but if you can't just like teleport into an automatic. Just like when in doubt, push in the clutch and switch to neutral.
I found this help drive stick shift
For everything.
Get it first, reverse, neutral.
Right? Or was that just me?
Sorry, I was reading Sean's comment. I missed that. What was it?
Oh. When in doubt, you just switch into neutral and slam on the brakes.
Yeah.
Like
right?
you can't F anything up if you just switch into neutral. Like if you're not savvy on downshifting, just throw it in neutral, slam on the brakes. I mean, I had 2 manual transmission cars, and I not once needed to have the brakes replaced on them.
I missed a little Danger Ranger.
Well, if you can get... Alright, I mean... To Sean's point, I mean, that's pretty much all you need to know. Like, if you can get it into first from a dead start, or like from sitting there, then you can get into any gear. And if you can get into reverse, that's great. And if you can get it into neutral, that's even better. Because then it comes down to like rev matching when you're shifting gears. So tomorrow I'm spending my entire day at dealerships trying to get the best deal for my truck to get a manual, trade it in. Yeah, and my wife's...
I thought you went... Well, you don't have that job anymore, never mind. I thought you got the automatic so you didn't have to sit in traffic.
No, right? That's why I bought Lucas.
Yeah, and then you trade Lucas in, or... Yeah,
no. I traded my Passat and Lucas in to get the Taco.
Yeah. So what are you gonna do with sitting in traffic now?
I don't sit in traffic.
Okay, but that's why I said.
Because I was living. I was living at home, and I was working out in Framingham, which is like, with traffic, it's like an hour and a half away. So I was doing an hour and a half in traffic. So that's why I bought Lucas. And then
Iris, thank you for
my wife and I moved in together. And I changed jobs. So I didn't really need Lucas anymore. But still drove him around to just beat the bag out of it. Then I traded both those in to get the Taco. But my commute, I don't have any traffic at all. But the only reason I went with the Taco is because I wanted a manual transmission. And Taco is the only pickup truck that comes in a manual. And then I overlooked that because me being me, I went and looked at every single vehicle in that class of truck to just make sure I was making the right choice. And by that time I got back to the Taco, I forgot about manual transmission, and I bought my truck. And then 6 months later, I was like, why did I do that? Because I was looking for a manual.
It had one, I think it was a manual. I don't know if it's still up here anymore. So I was like, oh, that's PJ's pickup right there.
So what I'm doing right now, while the used market is pretty good, like I can still get $30,000 for my truck, which is insane to trade in. So while it's still in my favor, and while we're not trying to buy a house anymore, I'm going to spend my day tomorrow I went to a dealership like a month ago, and they offered me $30,000 for my truck. And then a new one in manual was going to cost like $13,000 above my trade. So I'd essentially, like, monthly payments would be the same. So I'm going to go to 2 other dealerships tomorrow and see what they have to say.
Yeah, looks like they sold it.
But I'm going to trade it in for a manual. That's the plan.
You're crazy, feller. I couldn't.
Well, I mean, my monthly payments wouldn't change.
Yeah, but I couldn't go back to driving manual on a day-to-day basis.
Oh, I loved it. I loved every day of it. Except for sitting in traffic.
Colton,
but if I don't have to sit in traffic, then
hard at all when I started.
I'd rather go back to a manual.
But now there's a lot more hoops you have to jump through in order to like make it a serious thing.
What did you not like about driving a manual?
I got 2 bad knees. And after a while, like after a while,
you do get some leg fatigue. Yeah.
Yeah, and after a while, it would hurt. That and just the peace of mind of not having to shift on your own. I don't know.
Yeah, it makes you pay attention. That's what I liked most about it.
But see, I'm already like too aware of what's going on around me to also focus. Like I don't know. I feel like I'd have to divert more attention away. Does that make sense? It probably makes sense.
When I'm driving, like I'm driving. Like that's it. And I've found myself in driving an automatic that I just find myself just
fire truck. So was it real? Was it real? What?
Like spacing out a little bit more to the point where I'm just like on my way to work, and mind you, there's no traffic, and it's 495. It's a terrible highway, and I find myself doing like 95 in the left lane, just trying to avoid like trucks and like tractor trailers and stuff like that. And it's like I shouldn't be driving that fast. That's not good.
Well, see, I like cruise control. Automatic. So.
Well, the adaptive cruise control in the Tacoma is absolute shit. Like, I almost got into an accident a couple weeks ago because of it. Because it's distance. And actually what I like about the new update to ATS is the adaptive cruise control. You can choose how far away you want to be from the car in front of you before it does any like braking or anything like that. But with the Tacoma, so I was in the middle lane and I was on like adaptive cruise control, and then I switched over to the left lane, And then there's a car that instead of the car in the middle lane being like 200 feet in front of me, the car in the left lane was like
pick a new pickup
maybe 100 feet in front of me, and it took that as like danger, danger, and it slammed on the brakes. So like my back wheel's locked up.
That's pretty dope. Yeah, I packed up my.
Not when you're doing not when you're doing like no. This is real life.
Oh. I thought you meant in-game. Sorry.
No, I'm saying that the in-game does a much better job of it.
Oh.
But the Tacoma does not. So when I switched from the middle lane to the left lane, and there was a car that was closer in front of me, it read that as danger, and it slammed on the emergency brakes. So I lost control of the vehicle doing like 80. Because it thought that there was something coming up in front of me, but all I did was change lanes. It's like, can't use cruise control.
You picked a bad vehicle there, bud.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I'm going to go get another one.
No, I picked a bad vehicle, like, for automatic. It's not good. It's not good. I test drove the manual, and I like that much better.
There you go.
It's not dead yet.
It's going to be here soon. Like,
yeah, but with the... I know, and I have to make moves soon. I was like trying to justify it to my wife. I was like, they're changing the body style for the Tacoma for 2024. It's going to be like a mini Tundra. And have you seen the new Tundras?
No.
Ugh. They look like ass.
I think they've always looked a little bit like ass.
Yeah, this one's
the Nissan Titans is where it's at. Those are some good
pickups. Look good. I know. But you know what? Like, you don't trust Nissan as a truck company.
They're not bad. They have the Cummins engines in them. Like,
do they?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the other thing about the new Tacoma coming out, so they're getting rid of the V6 entirely. And they're going with a V4 turbo. Like 1.8 liter turbo.
That's smaller than what I got in my fucking car.
Exactly. And it's like you think, and they're going from an 8, so my truck right now is a 6-speed automatic. And already there, like, I deal with like lag so bad. The transmission's terrible on that truck. And they're moving from that to an 8-speed. 1.8 liter turbo. I was like, what are you doing? That's no longer a truck, in my opinion. Like, you're not in the truck business.
Should tell you about fire trucks of either FS15.
Just becomes a car.
Is there someone else commenting, Sean? Because I don't see if you're talking to somebody.
So between the engine and the body style change, like, sorry.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, it has come that time. It is after midnight. Time for me to shut the zone down and go to get some recording done. So if you guys did like the stream, do me a huge favor. Click that like button down below. It does help me out a lot. I do appreciate it a lot. If you guys do want to see future Farming Simulator live streams, be sure to click that subscribe button. If you guys want to be notified whenever I do go live or upload a video, click that notification bell. As always, guys, thank you so very, very much for watching. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Uh-oh.